What's going on, everybody? So we wanted to do a live stream today, just kind of a random, let's talk about some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just felt like it.
I didn't. I know earlier I said I wasn't going to stream tonight, but I got super bored. I forgot how empty my life is on Friday nights, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
It's crazy how, like, when you're younger, it's like Friday night, go crazy. The older you get, like, honestly, I don't care.
I watched the first half of the Commanders preseason game, which was depressing, and then I'm like, I don't know, fuck it. Why am I watching preseason? Stupid.
Because like the Detroit Lions the other day, they were trying to make a big old deal about it. They didn't play one starter, not one. So it's like, who cares?
Tonight we play well, you get it. The Commanders play the Patriots. The Patriots played all their starters, and we were playing four stringers.
So it's like they're getting pounded. It's like there's people on the field right now that's probably not going to make the team.
No,
but they have to be out there to figure out, you know.
Within the first quarter, New England had played two players that had number 18. You know, if you've got somebody else's number, you're fucked. That's not good for you.
That's pretty funny. You know you're fucked if you got somebody else's number.
Yeah, you're done. Donezo.
Pretty funny. So I have a couple things that I thought we could just have, kind of start off the conversation.
Sure.
We did a whole live stream, well, half of a live stream because we had Jay Leno, but the other half was talking about the Sydney Sweeney jean commercials.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a response to it from Lizzo. She did her own jeans commercial. We'll see how that works.
Hard pass. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're going to do is, let me pull it up real quick.
I also saw Beyonce did a jeans commercial too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely.
She looks whiter than Sydney Sweeney in it.
Which is actually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. She looks good though.
She always looks great.
Yeah.
But for all the people that want to sit there and attack white people, and then they get mad that you don't like her, and she's like,
yeah,
really, really light skinned, almost white, not quite white, almost. So Lizzo tries to be funny. So, I mean, I'll give her the fact that she tries to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, this is disgusting in my opinion. Where it's like, yeah, she's trying to be funny. All I see is a fat girl wearing stuff that she shouldn't be wearing.
That's not, to me, not attractive, but some people like them thick, Derek. So maybe that's it. But yeah, I don't get what her point's supposed to be.
Well, I understand that some people like them thick, but it's supposed to be mocking an ad with a girl that's like a 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna give anybody a 10, but she's a hard 9.5.
Yep. So if you're a young girl in high school or college and you want to look like what's hot on the streets, and you see Sydney Sweeney looking hot wearing jeans, you're going to go, ooh, I'm going to get those jeans. I don't know that anybody who wants to look cool is going to buy jeans based on what Lizzo is wearing. I don't think.
And this look right here was hot 30 years ago. In the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, this is what people were wearing.
That is true, but I would argue that anybody who's as hot as Sydney Sweeney could wear anything and it'll look good.
Yeah, of course. So it's like I understand that you're trying to be funny, but it's more laughable than it is funny.
I agree. What have the comments been for the most part? The reaction to this?
A lot of laughing.
Sure, that would have been my guess too.
Of course, there's some people that are supportive because you have to be supportive. It's like, I'm a big guy. I've always been a big guy. I know my lane. I know I'm not wearing a Speedo. I know this. So, like, what's the, like, she doesn't know her lane, but she Everybody gets mad because you make fun of her, and it's like she's in a lane that she shouldn't be in.
I agree. It's called self-awareness. Like, I am aware that I am in my fat Elvis phase at the moment. But I have not always been in fat Elvis phase, and hopefully at some point I'll go back to my cool Elvis phase. But this is just, I don't even know why you would do this. Like, what's the point? Is there a point she's proving? She's just putting herself out there to get laughed at, really, which seems like that's exactly what happened.
The caption says, well, on this one, I don't know if it's specifically from Lizzo. It says Lizzo mocks Sydney Sweeney's ad by saying, "My jeans are black."
Oh, so she thinks the whole jeans thing is like a race thing. Oh, I get it. But her jeans aren't black though; they're blue. But okay.
Correct.
Oh, is she looking for attention? Is that what's
Yes.
happening here? Because I think she was a big thing when she was a big thing back in the day, or a bigger thing. And then she got known for jamming flutes up her dancers' asses, if I'm not mistaken, didn't she?
Something like that. And then she took a rare flute and was playing it. She should have been severely punched in the face. I think it was like John Adams' flute or something, right?
Yeah, it was right. I remember that. And people were all, I mean, whatever. Somebody gave it to her to play and she played it. I'm not really that upset about it, but
I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's like she could have took the high road and said, you know what, thank you, but no thank you. Mm-hmm. But she didn't. She used it to try to prop herself up, and then everybody says you're being racist if you say anything about her. I hate this stuff.
It's actually similar. We were talking earlier about football, real quick. Like when rookies come into the league and then they ask a veteran with a revered number, "Hey, you mind if I wear your number?" Like, yeah, I mind. Get your own fucking number. Mine's going to be, retired in a couple of years. So no, you can't use my number.
Yeah.
It's audacity. Now, I put in the private chat the Beyonce link if you want to share that for comparison's sake.
Let's see here. What can I do?
Do you want me to share it?
Sure, if you want to, because I had to pull it over and everything.
All right. So here is. I just shared it. So there's Beyonce against it. Now, Beyonce looks hot as fuck.
Yes.
She is LARPing as a white woman, which I don't have a problem with. So that would sell some jeans, right? If Beyonce did that ad?
It most definitely would.
Look at her. She's a knockout.
Yeah, she is. She's always been a knockout.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But the people online are saying, well, she's trying to be white, which, I mean, honestly.
She
kind of is.
With the blonde hair and the...
But it's just a look. I don't get why she needs to do that, though. Like, she's hot naturally.
Yes.
I would say she looks hotter than Sydney Sweeney does in this. What do you think, Derek?
In this particular picture, yes.
Yeah.
Overall, I like Sydney Sweeney, but in this particular picture, yeah, I think she looks hotter than Sydney Sweeney in that. Yep. But it's one of those things where it's like, it has to be publicists pushing these people to do this stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, probably Lizzo's publicist is saying, "Hey, let's get some attention."
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, they're all dressing like Sydney Sweeney, which is exactly the point of Sydney Sweeney's ad. So they're all doing exactly what, it was supposed to, what Sydney Sweeney was supposed to sell. Now everybody's doing this.
That's correct. Yes.
I heard she was somewhere in public a couple days ago, and there were protesters yelling at her. Sydney Sweeney. Mm-hmm. She didn't pay any attention to him, which is the correct move. But
exactly, it is the correct move. There's protesters protesting against her. These people are fucking retarded. Mm-hmm. Honestly. Mm-hmm. Absolutely unhinged retarded.
And unemployed with nothing else to do.
Exactly. Most of those people doing that have nothing better to do. So it has to, on the celebrity side, it has to be the publicist pushing people to do stuff. It has to be.
It's the hot thing on the internet now, right? I mean, Sydney Sweeney would definitely be like #1 trending over the past couple of weeks, don't you think?
Yeah.
So everybody's
people
just
have to
trying to
glom on, and celebrities have to glom on.
Trying to ride on our coattails.
Yeah. Which
any such cases,
I argue that Beyonce doesn't have to do that. She is successful in her genre and what she does. The thing that pissed me off about Beyonce is when she came out with a country album that wasn't a country album, and then won a country award, which is bullshit.
Well, my problem there is with her, there is no there. Like, I remember a few years ago, she was the Super Bowl halftime and she was all BLM and stuff. Now she's doing country. I mean, who are you? It's almost like she's nothing. She's just molded by the people around her to be whatever they tell her to be.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of cases of people glomming on stuff. I know you did a stream on the Howard Stern thing, and that is another example of this. Like, one idiot who doesn't know anything about Howard Stern, who the rumor is he's fired, which he's not.
Yeah, that's correct.
And so one person streams about it, and everybody just jumps on without spending 5 minutes to look into whether what they're saying is true or not. So it's just people trying to, glom on other, like, what's hot.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a rant about it, and people are trying to go in my comments and all. Which was the point? I guess this guy has 4D chess on his mind. I'll take you. I'll take that.
Well, I was not involved in that rant, but if you don't mind me taking 2 minutes to make my Howard Stern rant.
Sure.
So I have been listening to Howard Stern since he was a local DJ in Washington, D.C. When I was a teenager, I would wake up every morning and listen to him on DC 101. He had God doing the weather report, which I thought was funny. He was super edgy. He had Klansmen on his show. He was in blackface. Like, all kinds of crazy stunts he would do. So the change that he is so fake now. Because now he's just like he lives on Long Island in a expensive place, hanging out with Jennifer Aniston and Jerry Seinfeld and stuff. He's completely gone the opposite direction. But what anybody who's been listening to Howard Stern for a while knows is that he always threatens to quit. There's always rumors. Every time his contract is up, there's a rumor that he's not renewing. And he always does. So as you probably talked about on your stream and what we talked about backstage, they're not going to pay him $100 million a year anymore because he's not worth it. I agree with that. They're going to offer him something less, and he'll probably take it. He said there's no official announcement that he's been fired. Yet there's hundreds of streams saying that he's been fired.
Correct.
Fake news. Here you go. Sherman
Sydney Sweeney off the screen, but it's not letting me.
Well, that's all right. You can leave her there.
All right. Something to look at. Yeah, that's right here. This is Howard Stern.
I didn't write that.
Well, you is a smelly nigga.
With the with the gentleman that played Jefferson, George
Sherman
Jefferson.
Hemsley. Yep.
I got some more jokes for your New Year's Eve party there.
You're not tired of this.
And don't be racially offended, cause Whoopi done wrote them for me, okay?
He sounds like Cynic.
Black hole.
Black hole.
You gonna love this. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
What do I loves most about the Whoopi? Yeah.
That sure has great timing.
Hey, Robin, what does you call a black rocket scientist?
I don't know,
A
Dad.
nigga. Whoopi wrote it. Hey, did you happen to notice this?
Okay, so it's one of those things where it's like his show was edgy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He did a lot for free speech and First Amendment, especially with a lot of stuff that he got away with on the air. Mm-hmm. He did a ton for that stuff. But then if you're going to turn around and we're supposed to forget about all the stuff that you did, and then you're going to turn around and beat people over the head with what they say and what they do. That's the problem I have with Howard Stern. It's like he stood on business back then, and then all of a sudden he turned into a complete moron.
It's amazing he still has a career with all that, what he did in the past, which goes into something you said you wanted to talk about today, which is Gina Carano, who hardly did anything and got completely blacklisted from everything.
Yes, and scored a huge victory today. So,
yeah.
But before we go on to Gina Carano, I wanted to rant more about So my rant was, and let me know what you think.
Mhm.
My rant is there's a lot of people out there that claim that they are social commentators, that they're journalists, entertainment journalists, whatever. They're a former journalist, okay?
Mhm.
For everybody to glom onto a certain subject, that's still not correct, because it was the whole thing about him not renewing his contract. I wrote it down, and I don't know if I still have it. Oh, yeah, right here. And I don't know if this is correct. So this is what I heard, and I heard it from Anthony Cumia's stream.
Mhm.
I watched him earlier when in between calls. Howard Stern on XM has roughly 125,000 people listening to his show each day.
Mhm.
A fucking YouTuber that's like Medium has that.
Right.
And they're not making the astronomical amount of money that Howard Stern is making.
$100 million a year.
If I was on top of XM radio, he needs to go. He's not the money that he has coming in is not paying his salary. He got to go.
If I'm not mistaken, Anthony Cumia also mentioned that they're just going to lowball him and hope he takes it because they're not giving him $100 million. So why are people listening to Geeks and Gamers and Matt Walsh who know nothing about this as opposed to Anthony Cumia, who actually worked there and knows how the radio business works?
That's correct.
It's just people aping other people. You're just copying what other people do to try to get views. There's
Absolutely.
no authenticity to it at all, and people don't know what they're talking about.
So Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, he did the same story on Geeks and Gamers 1 and Geeks and Gamers 2. Gary did the story on his live stream. Then who else was it? Oh, my buddy from Film Threat. He did it on his stream.
Mm-hmm.
His stream is not about fucking that. His stream is about movies. Why is he doing that? Because he's trying to get another fucking audience. The glomming onto this shit just irritates me. And then it's like anytime that there's ever anything like this, okay, and somebody just gloms onto something and they just start making shit up like he was fired. He's not fired. So if he signed a contract tomorrow for less money, any of those fucking channels gonna retract any statements that they made? Fuck no, they're not.
No, they're gonna
basically shit on you like, oh, that's old news. So no, they're gonna make excuses.
They'll put it in the forget file. Like,
yeah,
they won't mention it again.
Somebody like me, who is smarter than they are, doesn't forget that shit.
Well, they are pretty successful, some of them, at what they do. So it works, which is the sad thing. It's not really that Jeremy does it. It's that people believe it.
See, I have a conscience and I have morals.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't, like, yes, we might have a live stream that we talk about different things, but I'm not going to immediately, as soon as something is released that's not true, he's fired. Oh my God, it's fucking crazy. He's fired. But he's not fired. That's a fucking lie.
Right. But you know what the difference between Jeremy, Chris Gore, Gary is from us is that we don't use this channel to pay the rent. So they have to get views.
But that doesn't give you an excuse to lie. And
I agree with you. But I've always said, YouTube career is difficult. Like me, you, and the people we stream with, we do it for fun. Like it's generally you'll reach out, hey, you want to stream? Sure, I'll stream. And we just kind of hang out and chat. Like I have a job. But these people don't have other jobs. They've turned it into a career. And I think that forces them in some ways to be less authentic and more just chasing the dragon, so to speak, chasing the dollar because they need it now. They're sellouts, basically.
Yeah, but it's still somebody like me who points that shit out. I shouldn't be beat over the head saying that I'm not right. No, I am right. And then anytime I ever say, well, okay, what's your sources? Anytime somebody ever brings up anything, it says a fucking lie. It's like, where's your sources? A journalist would have fucking sources. Like, oh, I read it here. I did this over here. You know what I mean? Like, they never have sources. It's always just like, hey, was fired. Send that shit out.
But so you're saying you got kickback on your Howard Stern rant in the comments?
I did.
But those are just people aping what they heard who are aping what they heard. It's just ignore them. It's
now, some people are cool about it, but then some people are just like, you can't spell and you can't do this and all this. I never claimed to be fucking Attila the Bee.
Yeah, you're not very good at spelling. That's true, Derek. I agree with that. That's a good.
I never claimed to be a good speller. Did I sit there and be like, you know what? I'm the master speller. I could spell the shit out of stuff. I never did that.
Yeah, it's like I just want to go like think for yourselves. Like stop before you think you know something, and because sometimes it only takes you 15 seconds to realize you don't.
Correct. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
I understand that they got to talk about it and everything else, but you still have to have integrity, especially when you have a following. You do have a responsibility to tell the truth and not be a fucking LARPer. You do have a responsibility. Yeah, they don't look at it that way. That's the difference between me and them. They have no integrity.
But see, LARPing equals money. Apparently, that's the people who have really popular channels, or several people who have popular channels, don't care about the truth. They care about what will get them super chats, clicks, likes, subscriptions, and it works. So
I'm
it's
not
just
saying that they're not successful. I have integrity and they don't.
No, I don't respect it. I
had one guy. I had one guy talking in my chat in the comments, and I was like, "Bro," I said, "I talk about movies because I made a movie," and he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, like I'm not a LARPer. Like I actually do what I say I'm going to do."
Yeah, we were on a stream the other night where somebody came at me and said, "Well, you don't create anything, you wouldn't know," and I'm like, "Ooh."
Oh, I almost. Oh, I was just like.
I was a good boy. It's a good boy. It's not worth it. Whatever.
But and we're not going to name any names.
No.
But for somebody to go into somebody else's stream and police their stream, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. Mm-hmm. That's my comment about that.
Yep. That's the beauty of not being financially attached to your channel. Like Derek, this channel doesn't make at the moment. Yeah. And I would imagine you don't make any money off of it. I know. No.
But to be honest with you, it'd be nice to be a part-time job for me. That'd be great. But I always have to have a job. I always have to have insurance. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, it's one thing to say, let's talk about things that people would like to hear about, and it's another thing to say, let's talk about things people would like to hear about and say what they want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like the Howard Stern thing. Like anybody who knows anything about Howard Stern, look, either he's going to retire or he's going to, in my opinion, probably, and this is just me, take less money. Because based on what you said, 125,000 subscribers does not equal $100 million a year. That seems unsustainable to me, but I don't know. I don't have any insight.
He's not even on the main page because I looked the other day before I did the rant. I looked to see if Howard Stern was on the main page of XM. He is not. He is not on the main page.
He's old news. He was fun when he was doing blackface and had Klansmen on his show. He's not fun anymore.
Honestly, if I was Howard Stern and I'm not, you know what I'd do? YouTube. And I would do an hour for free and an hour behind a paywall.
If I were Howard Stern, I would just retire.
A fuckload of money.
But yeah.
You know what I mean? An hour for free and then an hour or two behind paywall. People that love Howard Stern pay it.
Even modern Howard Stern, who doesn't say anything edgy at all and has gone completely SJW and hangs out at the Hamptons with his rich friends.
I still think that people would like Howard Stern just because of the nostalgia of it.
That's fair. Yeah, you're probably right.
But you know what I mean? Like he would make a shit ton of money just fucking chilling at the house doing an hour for free and an hour behind a paywall.
Yeah. I haven't listened to him.
Content or something,
Yeah, I haven't listened to him. It's been forever.
And he could if he did it that way, he could stream whenever the fuck he wanted to.
I'm surprised he doesn't do that because he never apparently, based on what he has said, does not like leaving his house.
which is weird.
So he could do whatever like me. So I'm with him there. He can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants.
Yeah.
So it's a good point. He should do that.
You know what I mean? Like if he'd immediately get 5 million subscribers, like right off the get.
Maybe, yeah, he'd be successful enough to. I mean, look, he's got a huge amount of money he's sitting on, so he doesn't need the money.
No, I don't think he needs the money, but if he still needs the interaction in the game, basically, because I think that's what I think. I think it's that more than it is the money. I think it's just the the game.
That's true. And you can't argue with he's the biggest radio personality of all time, right? Don't you think?
Yeah. Oh shoot, dude. He was doing 50 million freaking. Yeah, he was doing insane.
Well, hopefully he gets what he wants, but I don't think he's going to be getting $100 million.
I don't think he will either. No. Yeah, you're right. He'll either retire or he'll take less money. I mean, it's pretty much that or nothing. Honestly, between like what do you think that he would do?
That's hard to say. I don't know where his heart's at. I don't know if he well, I'm going to make the assumption that he still needs to do this. Like it's something he's passionate about doing this. So I would take less money. If I was that passionate about continuing to do it, I'd go, well, I had my heyday.
He doesn't have to worry about money, so it's not a financial.
Yeah, I'd say, well, I had my heyday back in the day. I'm sitting on a mountain of cash at the Hamptons. My wife, whatever. If I want to do it, I'll just take $25 million a year. Gosh, it'd be awful.
Only.
But it depends on if he's passionate about it. Like, he doesn't need to do it. So if he continues to do it for less money, that would tell me that his heart's still in it. Which I'll give him credit for that.
You know what my dream would be, and it would never happen. So that's what a dream would be. Is Howard Stern goes to Rumble, and then does whatever the fuck he wants.
That would be amazing. Let's get the Klansmen
back.
Back.
Happen, but that would be awesome. It's just uncut Howard Stern on fucking Rumble.
Do you know what? That would actually be appropriate for the way the culture's going nowadays. He probably
then Howard Stern would do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but he lives around a bunch of rich lefties, and I'm not making political, but it's true. Out on the Hamptons, they have money. It's a lot of, well, I don't want to say what I'm going to say, but it wouldn't go well with the people that he surrounds himself with.
But his old content is still there, and XM Radio still owns that old content. So, because that was part of his deal, is the library and Howard Stern. So they're going to, even when Howard Stern decides if he wants to continue or if he wants to go elsewhere, XM still owns that content, so they're still going to play the fuck out of it. They'll just do repeats or reruns or something.
That's what they should do. If I'm them, if I'm XM, he's not worth my money. I'd cut him, and I'd just keep a classic Stern channel or something, and just play all the old racy shit.
That's what I would do too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, whatever. I'm not XM. I'm not Howard, but I will tell you, I agree with you. He's not fired. And whoever does a big rant about how he's been canceled.
Geeks and Gamers,
is wrong.
Nerdrotic, and all the other fucking assholes.
But disappointed in Gary a little bit. I would have thought that he wouldn't do that. The other ones, like Jeremy, getting mad at Jeremy for grifting is like getting mad at a dog for barking. That's just what they do. So
okay, Gary's was a little different. Jeremy was a fucking grifter. In his title, it said Howard Stern fired. So that was probably X-Ray Girl putting that shit in the title. And then in the live stream, he's like, oh, yeah, let's talk about Howard Stern. And he's like, it's not confirmed yet. And then he went into talking about it. So he said it on his live stream, but on the fucking title, it said, Howard Stern fired. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here. And it was a fucking X-Ray Girl that did it.
Yeah, but I mean, X-Ray Girl works for him. So in the end, it's the person at the top who's responsible. So anything that goes on in Jeremy's channel is Jeremy's fault.
Yeah.
Regardless if he had anything to do with it. It's his channel.
Yeah.
Not that he's going
to... There has to be some sort of... that you would... and it's not like a rule, but you would think that there would be some sort of... Like, if I had a decent-sized platform, I think I'd have a responsibility to the people that watch my content. not to blow smoke up people's ass, because they're watching us.
Mm-hmm.
They like us. They're gonna watch us. Why would I blow smoke up their ass? Otherwise,
Because
you know what I mean?
Here's the answer: because you need to pay the mortgage, which we don't rely on this for that, so that's not a problem.
I still think that's not a good excuse.
Well, okay.
You don't think you have a responsibility for?
I don't do this for money. Clearly, I don't get paid for this, so I just say what I think.
But we're talking about somebody that has 500,000 subscribers. You don't think you would have some sort of responsibility to, put good work out there, but also not blow smoke up people's ass?
I would like to think I would think that way.
Yeah.
And I'm not in a position where I have to worry about it, so I'm going to continue to think I would think that way. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, they're watching Julio to watch Julio. You don't have to be something that you're not. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but like with FNT, I always say, and I don't have a problem with Gary, whatever. I have no issue.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing and good for them. But it's like kind of like the Rolling Stones at this point. Like they have to say Star Wars is dead. MCU. It's like the Rolling Stones playing Satisfaction. If you go to a Rolling Stones concert and you don't hear them play Satisfaction, you're going to be pissed. Not you, maybe, but general population.
Yeah.
When you watch FNT, it's a brand. That's their whole bit. MCU, Star Wars is dead, Marvel is dead, and
that's why I don't watch it anymore, because it's the same shit over and over. It's like a dead fucking record.
Yeah, I used to watch it a lot because I don't know. I thought it was fun.
That's how I got introduced to EVS. That's how I got introduced to a lot of people, like Yellow Flash. That's how I got introduced to Nick Rekieta. That's how I got with EVS, and then I got introduced to Dave from EVS. You know what I mean? Like I understand how the rock kind of rolls downhill, and I completely understand. But it's like you have to be able to at least change it up a little bit, and they did not. It's still the same thing.
Yep. Yeah. Well, look, I don't listen anymore, so that tells you what my opinion is.
Yeah.
Of it, but he did a good job building a brand, and God bless him. More power to him. I don't know. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah.
I don't want to act like I'm all envious. Oh, fuck those FNT, because I'm not. I think they did
immediately. That's what people are going to say, even though it's not true.
No, I don't listen to them because I'm tired of MCU and Star Wars is dead. And there are some people that have come on the panel over the past couple of years that I don't care to listen to. And it's a turnoff, so I just don't listen. I
couldn't remember what movie it was. I don't think it was Star Wars related, but it was something that came out, and one of them did a review and completely shit on it. And it's like, did we watch the same movie? Like they were shitting on it for the sake of shitting on it. It wasn't actually. I don't think they actually watched the fucking movie. And it was like I was completely turned off about that. Where it was like, that was actually a pretty good movie, and you guys are shitting on it just for the sake of shitting on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like for instance,
I can't remember what movie it was.
Like I don't like a couple of the panelists. I would never go into their comment section and bitch about who Gary wants to have on his show.
Yeah,
I just don't listen. It's like leaving a Yelp review on a restaurant you don't like. I don't do that. I just don't go back. I'm not trying to blow the waitress's spot or nothing, or try to, I just won't go there anymore.
You're across the street. You motherfuckers! I'm never going back there.
Oh yeah, what's the point?
Pull up the camera. I'm never going back there.
Right, with so many choices for entertainment and service and food or whatever you want to say. Well, what's the point in complaining? Just go to another place. Shut the fuck up. It's not that, your voice isn't that important, or is important.
I always hate the people that send it back like 14 times. Like, oh.
I once had a woman
Maybe
when I was a cook. I don't think I've said this on this channel. Pretty sure. Anyway, so there's a woman I used to work the overnight shift at a Bob's Big Boy as a short order cook. So I would start at 11 o'clock at night, and I would work. It was 24 hours, so I would work until like 6:30 in the morning, until the breakfast cook came in, which meant that I had to handle opening too. And there was a woman who came in every day at 6 a.m. and ordered a bagel, and she wanted it cut vertically. It just, after working 8 hours, and I'm going to deal with this bitch asking for a bagel cut. I did it. And I was like, what a Cunt. Why do you want to cut vertically? What's the point?
That's pretty funny. Want to be cut vertically.
Vertically. Like stand the bagel up on its end and cut it in fourths that way.
That's ridiculous.
It's attention-seeking behavior. It's somebody who's looking for attention. Many such cases.
I mean, pretty much. Let me see what I can do as far as Sarah and this next one. All right, so we're gonna have to blow this up a little bit. Okay, so this is Gina Carano's ex post about her settlement, and then we can comment after it. It says, "I have to come to an agreement with Disney Lucasfilms, which I believe is the best outcome for all parties involved. I hope this brings some healing to the Force. I want to extend my deepest, most health gratitude to Elon Musk, a man I've never met who did a good Samaritan deed for me in funding my lawsuit." That's kind of wild. But he came out when he bought X and said that anybody that's being harassed or deplatformed before I owned it, please reach out. So he did say that to everybody. He didn't say that specifically to Gina Carano. Her lawsuit was in the news at the time.
Yeah. Well, I'll give him credit. He followed up on what he said he was going to do.
I mean, you can't. I mean, I like people that do what they say and say what they do. I mean, I'm always going to be a fan of that.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Musk and X, for backing my case and asking for nothing in return. To my lawyer who walked me through this unknown territory, thank you for your wisdom and guidance. I am humbled and grateful to God for his love and grace in the outcome. I'd like to thank you for all the unrelenting support throughout my life and career. You've been a heartbeat that has kept my story alive, and I hope to make you proud. I'm excited to flip the page and move on to the next chapter. My desires remain in the art. Thank you, which is where I hope to join. I hope you join me. Yes, I'm smiling. From my heart and yours, Gina. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad she got closure on it. She seems like a really sweet person. I will say that.
She seems like a really sweet person, yeah.
And so I'm on her side. Now, what I don't like are people. There are a couple of people like Mr. H. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's another
Mr.
kind
H,
of.
No.
Yeah, people are saying that she let the side down, so to speak, by not forcing them to discovery and taking the settlement. And that bothers me. It's just like she doesn't owe anybody else anything. She's looking for vindication for herself. And if she felt that she got it in this settlement, then good for her. She doesn't need to, she doesn't need to put herself out there further and go, well, I could take your money and your apology, but this is about the other people. And I'm like Mel Gibson and Braveheart. Like, she doesn't have any responsibility towards anybody else but herself. And she apparently got what she wants. So good for her.
And she's talked about this many times where it was about them messing with her career. And she was turned down for roles that she was up for because of this. So it was more about the work that she had lost because of the bullshit. So nobody knows what work was offered to her, because probably after the first time that Disney had said we're going to back away from her, everybody probably shut down. How many times have we been looking at stories and talking about stuff where everybody's like, I don't know her, she's crazy, I'm backing away. Like, every one of them are fucking bitches. Every one of them probably backed down.
So I'm going to speculate here, or let's for fun speculate. Like, the reason Disney settled is because they didn't want the truth to get out there.
I think so.
That's my opinion. And I would imagine she probably got some sort of restitution for missed work, so to speak.
Probably.
Be my guess. And Disney didn't issue an apology, but they did issue a kindly worded letter about how we love Gina, we look forward to working with her again, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you guarantee that? I guarantee they did.
Yeah. Oh no, they did. They put it. They posted it on X. Yeah, they're like,
Okay.
oh, she's always been very professional and kind to the people she worked with, and a lot of tap dancing.
They had to do that because of the lawsuit. They didn't actually do it like beforehand.
No,
Let's
right.
be honest. Like I said from the beginning, people don't do anything just because.
Yeah, but like we were talking about earlier, the wind of culture is blowing a different direction now than it was 4 years ago. And that's
Yeah.
why you're seeing things like this happen. So I'm happy that Elon Musk helped her. That was nice of him. And I'm glad that if she's happy with the settlement, I'm happy with the settlement.
And did you see who the first person that posted?
Elon.
Yep. And then Van Sol on the bottom. And there's probably a bunch of LARPers on here. Let's see here.
I mean,
pretty.
The fact that anybody in Hollywood should be hired based on their political opinions, on opposed to their merit, is ridiculous. So,
Oh yeah, right
you
there,
can
Nate, Mr. H.
Oh, what did he say?
Disney has carte blanche to do this to others now, in preciously the same way they did if you and others won't have the backing of the world's richest man.
So Mr. H is suggesting that she go on some sort of like crusade against this. So maybe Mr. H should pay for that.
Oh, of course, because he's just going to sit back and just make it a comment. He don't give a fuck. It's not his money.
Right. I agree.
And then if the roles were reversed, would Mr. H actually fucking be able to do this? No. You know how many people would back away? Oh, I can't do it. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. She stood up to it before she had Elon Musk's backing. So she was, Gina Carano's a fighter, Derek. So I respect her. For somebody to suggest that what she should do with her personal life is ridiculous.
Absolutely fucking dumb.
And like I said,
dunk on him, and you should force him to. You can't force anybody to do anything. We knew that Disney was going to fucking back away and settle. Major
I wasn't
corporations
sure.
usually do that because they don't want the fucking books opened.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't so sure about that. I think it has to do more with political climate in the country.
You gonna tell me that Disney doesn't have a vault of child stars that they fucked over? That would jump on the lawsuit.
It's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Got a point there. Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right.
Just saying. That's why they settled. I find it interesting if this is the same Jenna Ellis. Of course it is. This is the one lady that bent the knee and said, Trump, he told people to do this and that. Okay, get the fuck out of here, Jenna Ellis. Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Who bent the knee in fucking Georgia. I got no time for you.
Nope.
I got no... This fucking guy.
Well, I mean,
I can't stand him. I can't fucking stand him.
He's a little zesty. He's a little annoying. I have no interest.
Zesty.
A little zesty. But what bothers me, like what she said that got her in trouble, was that being a Republican in Hollywood is like it's like you're being oppressed by Nazis, which is,
Sure.
I don't have a problem with anything she said, and it's reasonable allegory. Carl Weathers, who also played a part in Mandalorian, backed her up. He's like, nah, she's great to work with. I love her. This jackass is the lead of the show should have stood up for his co-star, and he didn't.
And then
That's
he
what
made some
bothers
sort
me.
of comment just as bad, right?
Yeah, he actually backed the paycheck. He backed Disney, which is
and because he's stuck in the dick of woke Hollywood.
Yeah.
They're gonna prop him up as much as they possibly can.
I think his career is maybe in trouble, actually, at this point, because Fantastic Four apparently was a bomb.
As far as movie career, has anything that he's been in actually made fucking money? That would be no.
Okay, so I did watch Narcos. Have you seen that series?
No, I'm talking movie career.
Oh.
Anything he's been in movie-wise has not made money. I'm sorry. Movie stars are put in the prominent positions to fucking make money.
The only two things I know that he's been in is Narcos, which he was excellent in, and The Mandalorian, which he was in a helmet for the whole time. I don't know how good. I mean,
I don't think he was in the helmet most of the time.
That's true. It's probably another dude.
Probably
Stunt helmet.
And then he came in when they had to take the fucking helmet off.
Who decided that he was like the biggest leading man in America lately? It's crazy
Woke
to me.
Hollywood. Because he bends the knee on everything.
Both
I'm really
knees.
precious. And then my brother is a transgender. I think his brother is a transgender person or something. So he's sucking the dick of Woke Hollywood, and he's got a relative that's transgender. So of course they're gonna prop him up, think he's the greatest person from sliced bread.
Yeah, I kind of
sliced bread is.
I kind of think his time is over. Like I think there's literal Pedro fatigue. Hashtag fatigue.
Now they're trying to say that he's going to be in Lost Ark, Raiders of the Lost Ark remake.
What?
That's what everybody's saying. No, don't do it. No, because Raiders is owned by Disney, right?
Mm-hmm. I can't imagine. Well, you know what? I would say I can't imagine them bringing that franchise back after the last one, but I can.
And would it make money as him as the lead? I don't think so.
No, I mean I'm sure they're going to redo the Star Wars movies at some point down the road and just recast Luke, Leia, and Han and redo everything. God damn it! Why can't somebody come up with an original idea, Derek?
Because they gotta milk that cow. Because they don't. I mean, just like what's her face was saying about not taking on new projects because they're so afraid of what the heads of the studio are gonna say. I'm sorry, the heads of the studio, all that shit's going out of business. Who the fuck cares what they think? Make something good.
Mm-hmm.
Paramount's gone. Disney is laying off a shitload of people.
Warner Brothers is fucked.
Warner Brothers is fucked and laying off people. Like I don't care about who you're trying to piss off. It's about making something good.
You know who's not fucked, Derek?
Who's that?
ESPN and NFL. They're not fucked.
I mean, ESPN did lay off a shitload of people.
Well, they had an agreement with NFL now. Red Zone's going to be on ESPN. I think NFL got a 10% stake in ESPN.
Oh, wow.
That is people can hate on Netflix and all the other streaming services, but for the most part, I know there's not a lot of people in our sphere that like sports ball. But that draws the dimes, as they used to say back in their old wrestling days. Man, NFL rules the roost. It's the only reason, Derek, I have cable. Otherwise, you could just get rid of it. And there's other ways to watch football games. But I mean,
I got ways.
Sure, yeah.
I got the way.
But so maybe not me, but in general, news and football, that's what people want to watch on their televisions. Anything else you can get from you, I don't know. I just think cable TV is dying. Hollywood is dying. It's all MCU. Star Wars is dead. I know I sound like FNT, but it's true. There's so many alternate paths to get entertained. So many YouTube channels, Rumble channels, you have to have something really unique to stand out and make money.
Yeah.
And there's only one NFL.
All right, let me look at let's go to the next one. Stop sharing that.
Or you can go to WNBA games and throw dildos on the court. That's always
that's
fun.
a possibility.
I love that's
Definitely
become a thing.
And our favorite awesome person is on this list. Amazing, awesome person. I am not familiar with this fella. Manny Jacinto?
Jacinto? I've never heard of him. Who's this?
I'm not familiar with him. Of course, they don't have anything. He could be like a. No, he's not an American actor or something. It's possible. Manny's names: Pedro Pascal, Dev Patel, Stephen Yeun, and Keanu Reeves is his favorite leading men. Stephen Yeun, he was in The Walking Dead. What's he been in since then?
Oh, was he Glenn?
Yeah.
I don't see. I'm gonna err on the side of being old that I don't know. Maybe these people are cool with the kids. I like Keanu Reeves.
But yeah, I mean, Keanu is, and I don't remember who said this, so I'm probably rehashing somebody else's words. Keanu is a movie star. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't exactly say that he is a great actor. Mm-mm. But he picks his projects very, very well. And he knows what his strengths are. He knows what his weaknesses are. And that's why I like Keanu. Not because he's a great actor, because he knows what his strengths are and what he's good and what roles he's good in.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him in awful things. Like he was in a Shakespeare remake directed by Kenneth Branagh with Denzel Washington called Much Ado About Nothing. He was dire in it. He was awful. But people
really?
went to see it because girls like him.
I am an FBI agent. I remember that, but the shit was fucking banging.
He was great in Bill and Ted's. I loved him in that.
He's great in Bill and Ted's. I mean, and what was the one? Let me pull up some Keanu.
Do you think he draws money to the box office when he's in something? Keanu Reeves?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right. With The Matrix and John Wick? Oh, yeah.
Not many people can do that nowadays. I think it's like it's franchise driven, the money now, as opposed to actor or actress.
Okay, so he was I'm on his IMDb. It just says best known for The Matrix, Speed, Point Break, and Johnny Mnemonic.
Speed was good.
Oh yeah,
that
Speed's
one
great. Point Break's great.
That one I never saw. That was him and Patrick Swayze, correct?
Yeah, you never saw that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we're gonna have to take a day and just watch a shitload of movies.
All right.
I'll lead you the way, Julio. I'll lead the way.
Only if you let me do a
So I
stream.
can literally just pull it up and we can watch it.
Only if you let me do a stream on my channel where you have to listen to my shitty progressive music that I like. No, I'll do it. I'm kidding. Sure. That sounds like fun.
I'm going back in the day with Keanu. Okay, so what? He was in some TV.
Give me 1 minute, Derek. I'll be right
Sure.
back.
He was in Babes in Toyland. Babes in Toyland was sort of his breakout, because before that he was just doing TV. Oh, and he was in Youngblood. Oh, Youngblood's such a good movie. It's a hockey movie, and he's not that great in it, but he's not one of the main characters. He's sort of like just a guy in a team. But you could look at him and be like, oh my God, that's Keanu Reeves. So yeah, Youngblood's great. And then one of the ones with the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah, Point Break, 1991. I am an FBI agent. It's good. It's good. He was in Dracula, Little Buddha, and then Speed. Like as soon as he went into Speed, that's when everything kind of took off. Because he did Speed, and then he did Johnny Mnemonic, Walk in the Clouds. That was like a girl chick flick movie. The Devil's Advocate, he was great in that. And then The Matrix. So here's the thing with The Matrix is they kind of revolutionized a way of filming where the part where the characters would be like going like up like this, and all of a sudden like it was like a 360 type thing. Basically what they did is they had a rig that had a bunch of cameras in a circle, and basically it was one frame at a time that they did, and that's when they would go up, and they were like in slow motion and stuff, and it was like 360. So they revolutionized a way of filming, which was big time back then. Did you know that, Julio, with The Matrix? Did you catch that?
I didn't catch that, but I remember bullet time and all the crazy cinematography in it.
Yeah. So basically, have you seen the movie?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so Trinity at the beginning of the movie, she calls on the thing, and then all the people kind of storm in, and she kind of goes up like this, and then she's like slow motion. So she's doing one of these things with her guns. It's basically they had like 100 cameras lined up in a circle, and it was one frame at a time, and that's why that where it looks like flashing of like bullets and stuff is because it was one like one frame at a time, all the way around. It revolutionized filming.
That movie blew my mind when my wife at the time and I went to see it in the theaters. We walked out, we're like, what the fuck did we just watch? That was amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yep. I remember they aired the commercial on during the Super Bowl that year, the trailer. And I was at somebody's house for a Super Bowl party, and we all watched it. We're like, whoa, what the fuck? That looks like Bullet Time they showed.
Yeah.
Like I'd never seen anything like that before.
So yeah, Matrix definitely changed the game when it comes to filming.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was right when it wasn't digital didn't take over until like 2007, 2008, where everything started switching over to digital as opposed to film. So they still shot that in film. Keanu was in Replacements. He was in The Gift. He was in Sweet November, which is another girl chick flick. Hardball. Hardball is a good movie. He's basically takes over like a baseball team in the hood. It was actually a pretty good movie.
He's not the best actor. He's not like Laurence Olivier.
I never claimed. Yeah, I look at him as a movie star as opposed to a great actor.
He's very versatile. You can put him in pretty much
versatile,
anything, and he can pull it off, except for Shakespeare.
The Lake House was another chick flick, but that was a good movie where him and Sandra Bullock that was the second movie that they were in it together. But they were in, okay, the best way to explain this is they were like 15 years apart. And then at the end, they finally met up with each other, talking through like letters. And Keanu Reeves, when he met her, she didn't know who he was because she stopped getting letters from him because he died. So then she had to go and write him a letter saying, don't do that. Like, go somewhere else. Like, don't walk that way. To save his life. And then at the end where she, like, I think he was, like, he was going somewhere and to meet her, and he met her for the first time. It was actually well done. Like, as far as a storyteller, yes, it's a chick flick, but it's about two people that haven't met each other, or that when they did meet each other, they didn't know who each other was.
Sounds like a clever premise.
Very clever premise, yeah. It's a chick flick, but it's very good.
You know what else I like about Keanu Reeves is I've seen him. He lives in New York, I think. Pretty sure. And he
LA.
just or
Well,
LA,
he
is he
probably
LA?
has multiple, whatever, but yeah.
I've seen. I don't know. I could be getting worked, but I've seen video. He just doesn't care. He'll just get on the subway, walk the streets. He seemingly tries to live his life like a normal person, which I
He'll go
think
to the
is.
dog park and walk his dogs.
I think it's admirable.
It's like, hey, Keanu.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, whatever. What's up?
It was a. I think it's him just not hiding from being who he is, and I think people appreciate that, where he's trying not to be something he's not.
He's a musician too. I remember his band, whose name I can't recall, did a gig on Jay Leno's show, I think it was, or David Letterman. And they didn't even make mention that he was Keanu Reeves. Like, he didn't sit and talk about movies. He just went up there in the third segment, did his band song, and that was it. I thought that was cool.
That's pretty funny. And he's married. I think he's married to a lady, or maybe or maybe they're married in because they've been together for so long. They're technically married. They may not be officially married. Yeah. And you would think Keanu Reeves would have a smoking babe. She's pretty, but she's not like superstar, gorgeous 10 lady.
See, I dig that. That tells me he's real.
Yeah.
Like, that's the girl he loves and has been with her for a long time.
Girly digs, yeah.
Love long-term relationships. Big fan of that. So good for Keanu. I'm a big fan. Good to be him.
Yeah, I'm a Keanu guy. I like Keanu. But like I said, he's not a great actor. I just consider him a great movie star. And he knows his strengths. Okay, then so see he's putting this weirdo in here when this weirdo has only been in a few movies that flopped. Why? I think you're just putting him in there just because he's the hottest person right now, even though he sucks.
Well, kind of follow up on a germ of an idea I was talking about a few minutes ago is that I think in the 80s, everything was star driven. It was, let's go see the Schwarzenegger movie, right? Let's go see the new Stallone flick. Now it's franchise driven. Now it's, let's go see the new Marvel flick, or Star Wars thing. I don't know that. Very rare that actors nowadays can drive the money to the theater. And I think, to your point, Keanu Reeves may be in that rarefied air. Maybe Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Keanu, Tom Cruise.
Maybe
Brad
Tom
Pitt.
Cruise's last movie didn't do that good either.
I still think he's still a movie star.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick blew the box office open.
Mm-hmm. But it used to be, well, you remember, you were around, like it was like a thing to go see the Schwarzenegger movie every summer or whenever it was released. You didn't care what the movie was about. You just wanted to see Arnold, and they're messing people up.
Okay, so this Dev Patel was in Slumdog Millionaire, Monkey Man, The Green Knight, and Lion.
Slumdog Millionaire was a long time ago, so he must have been the kid. But I will say that was a great
forced in. I mean, yeah, but it was forced into the Academy Awards, and then do shit after that. Like,
I liked it a lot
until the Academy Awards.
You know what? That's a good point. I didn't see it until it won, but it was good. I liked it a lot, so I don't have a problem with it winning an award.
I mean, the stuff that he's in is rated decent, 7s.
Is it rated higher than Ice Cube's new movie, War of the Worlds, Derek?
I hope so.
This is 0% on Rotten Tomatoes as of 2 days ago. Amazing.
That Dev Patel's in London. He's based out of London, so it's international. And the Stephen Yu, what has he done lately? Let me look up. Other than The Walking Dead getting freaking annihilated.
I would not have known he was in Walking Dead based on that picture unless you told me he was in there. Which now I'm like, oh, okay, he was Glenn. And he got killed in season 2. Spoiler alert.
Severely got murdered.
Yeah.
Got freaking annihilated.
Well, maybe this guy's talking in an artistic kind of way. Like these are the people he enjoys on screen. Like nobody would ever say that Glenn from Walking Dead was bringing people to the theater. Like, nobody.
No. Okay. Stephen Yeun is in Invincible, some TV series, 24 episodes. Mickey 17, which was a new movie.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Bubble Speaks, Love Me, Invincible, American Master, Beef. Bunch of television. Nope. Yeah, he's been in a crap load of television and a couple movies. And the movies he was in did like 5s. So they weren't very good. So I think he's just talking about like how his love affair for these people, not necessarily if they're good.
Yeah. I think that's possible. I mean, honestly,
355,000 views. So
here, look, I'm like a Luddite when it comes to movies. Like I don't watch a lot of them. I watch more than you think I do, Derek, but I don't watch a lot of them. Do you know what brought me to the last 3 movies I saw in theater? Revenge of the Sith re-release, Phantom Menace re-release, Deadpool versus Wolverine. That's how basic I am.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, and the David Lynch Dune re-release. I saw that too. New movies? Don't go see him. I almost went to see Superman, but it's going to be on streaming in like 2 weeks, so why bother?
Yeah, I've seen it in Nefarious Ways.
Oh, I see.
Nefarious.
I might drive to the movie theater and get some popcorn and then drive home and watch it on streaming.
Oh, yeah. So you have the whole butter popcorn experience?
Yeah, actually, I think I've mentioned this before, but DoorDash will deliver popcorn from my movie theater and Jujubes and Snowcaps.
How much is it? Like $50?
It's retarded. It's so expensive. It's ridiculous.
That shit better be fucking gold plated. Mm-hmm. Got fucking diamonds and shit on it. Like the best popcorn ever.
Those custom popcorn buckets are a big draw, though. I know people that just want to go to, like the Dune popcorn bucket that had the worm
That's
coming out
the
of the
most
top.
fucking nerd shit ever.
I agree with you.
Like, fuck the movie. We just care about the popcorn bucket. What?
I saw Dune Part 2 3 times in the theater because I'm a big fan of Dune and Denis Villeneuve.
How many popcorn buckets did you get?
No, I didn't get any.
Oh.
I'm not, no, but I saw a lot of people that were like, oh, I need one of them. People walking around with them and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a big tchotchke guy. Like, clearly. Don't have anything behind me. I don't have the
don't like
little
the
nerd
tchotchkes,
set
huh?
up. I don't have a bookshelf in the other room. I could stream from there, so it looks like I have some sort of hobby.
Hey, what's up, Scorpio? It was kind of
Scorpio.
a pop-up thing. Like, we weren't going to stream, and I was like, well, I feel like streaming. And then I talked to Julio, and Julio's like, well, I feel like streaming.
I was on the fence, Derek. I was being kind of a bitch about it because I'm like, well, I told Dave I wasn't going to stream tonight. And then, like I said earlier, I was like bored out of my skull. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to stream. And then you DM me. I'm like, yeah, all right, fuck it. We'll
Yeah,
stream.
so it was kind of an impromptu type of thing. So it was like, yeah, we'll talk about some current events, film stuff, and stuff like that.
So, Scorpio, if you've missed Howard Stern and Gina Carano.
Yeah. And then a guy saying who his top 4 leading men are, and half of them are not great.
Ridiculous. Fucking Glenn from The Walking Dead. What?
Glenn from The Walking Dead is his
Stop it.
favorite.
Just stop it.
I mean, he did die with Negan smashing him in the head.
I liked him in the show. I watched that show up until whatever season 4. I dropped Walking Dead when the governor got killed because I thought the governor was a good character, and then
The governor was great.
he was the best. And then after that, then there's Fear the Walking Dead, Walking Dead. Everybody's got a show. I don't give a shit. I'm done.
Glomming on to The Walking Dead, trying to make as much money off of it.
Yep. Same with Dexter has a new show now, which another show that I liked the first few seasons of Dexter. There's a new Dexter. It was a settlement.
Yeah, it was a settlement. She didn't say what it was. And then people are trying to say, well, she should have went more. She should have had them open their files up and the whole thing. But she made a post on X just basically saying that thank you everybody for the support. We settled. I'm moving on. Basically, that's what it was.
Elon probably talked to her and said, look, if you want to go after the discovery phase of this, I am paying for that shit. So how about if you just take the cash and the apology and move on?
I mean, if you were in a lawsuit like that and somebody else is paying for it, again, earlier we had the conversation about the responsibility of audience.
Mm-hmm.
Would you kind of feel bad that you were taking advantage if you didn't settle?
Ooh, that's a good point. Yes, I would. I would. If somebody else,
it might even be like that, where she felt bad for extending it, where it's like, it's not my money. I feel bad that I'm making it continue to go.
that goes
So
back
as soon
to
as the settlement came out, she took it.
she's a Christian woman. And I am not a big Christian, but I was raised in a Christian household. And I was taught that it's awkward to ask people for money.
Yes.
Which, Derek, I think you and I, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
To ask people to fund your stuff, you know?
Yes.
So I respect that. It would have been awkward for her to go, well, thanks, Elon, for, funding my defense all this time, but I need more money now because I'm going after more. That would be rude to me.
Yeah, and it's uncomfortable. I don't know about for her, but it's uncomfortable for me. Where it's just like, I'm so programmed because of the way that I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I was raised this way, and this is the way that it is. So it's like, yeah, I can say that I'm set in my ways.
But there's nothing
but
wrong with
I can
that.
also look at somebody else's perspective and actually have a conversation with somebody as opposed to just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with I like that mindset that it's rude in a way and uncomfortable to ask somebody to, hey, can you buy me a beer or can you do? It's just you should feel awkward about it. That doesn't mean that people don't want to do it for you.
Yeah,
but asking is hard. And so I would imagine, from what I know about Gina Carano, which is next to nothing other than what I've seen, and she seems very sweet, that she would feel uncomfortable asking Elon to fund more of it.
I know I would. I think it'd be weird.
I'm completely speculating here and maybe projecting
It's
upon somebody.
possible, but I mean, I think it's something to think about. That everybody's saying, well, she should go for the throat, but maybe she felt weird about taking his money or using his money to fund her stuff.
And how dare anybody tell her what to do? Like,
Yeah.
well, you should have done this. I'm like, well, okay, pony up, bub.
Those are the same motherfuckers that don't do shit,
Mhm.
but go in chats and fucking, oh, you spell shit wrong. Oh, you do this wrong.
Well, I think that like Mr. H, the guy who I generally like, it was like, this isn't about you. Like, it's not about what you want. She was the plaintiff in this. It's about what she expected out of the court case, not what. She doesn't owe you anything. It's not what.
Yeah.
It wasn't about what you think you want.
And I wouldn't consider her an A-list actor, right? So she probably makes scale.
Nah, she's
As far as acting, she probably makes scale. If I had to guess.
Probably. So she probably maybe
So
got
if she got $1 million settlement, that's probably more than she would have made.
if that. Again, don't know, but I would imagine that Disney paid her for the 2 seasons of Mandalorian that she missed because of them blacklisting her. I would think.
Yeah. And then any work during that time that she got shit on for.
That's hard to determine, though. How would they determine that? Like, how many jobs?
Her representatives could have saved that stuff about having offers and then them rescinding the offers.
In the end, I guess it was easier for Disney just to pay than it was to fight it further.
Because back then, she was really hot in she was in one of the Fast and Furious movies.
Forget it. I love Gina Carano.
She was so hot in that movie.
I mean,
then she came out in Mandalorian. Oh, everybody loved her. And then all of a sudden, this whole thing happened.
I loved her in Mandalorian because she looked like she could kick ass. She was like a chick who kicked ass, and I'm like, yeah, I'll buy that.
She's an ex-MMA fighter.
I've actually seen her kick ass. Yes, right.
We've seen her kick ass.
Right, that checks out. I will say I am, maybe it's because I think she's really pretty. I'm kind of more on her side than it would be if she looked like Lizzo, but whatever. I'll own that.
I mean, right is right. She got shit on for dumb shit. So I'm glad that it's over for her. And like I said, it might have been she felt weird about taking somebody's money.
Well, to your point.
I'm not saying that she took money from him. His money was paying for that. I would still feel weird. Because I'm sure that Elon didn't hand her a check. I'm sure that she gave the information to her lawyers, and then he gave the money to the lawyers, and then they did all the paperwork and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
And you know what? As somebody who's been in a drawn-out legal battle, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be, defamation, divorce, whatever. You just want it to be over.
She might have been at that point too.
And she's like,
she just wants the shit over.
I'm good with this. Let's move on.
True.
So I can respect that. I've been there.
Because after a while, it kind of has to it kind of weighs on your shoulders, right? I would think
can be all encompassing depending on what the
situation.
Just let the
shit over. I mean, when you're in the middle of the divorces, was it kind of the same thing? Where it's like, dude, come on.
It was the worst. The second divorce was really rough, but the first one was terrible because I had kids involved.
Yeah,
it was the worst time of my life. It hung over me nonstop.
Is that like a cloud that just seems like it fucking just doesn't want to go away?
Yeah, especially, well, in my instance, it was somebody that was coming after me, and I thought I was doing the right thing to try to defend certain people in my family.
Yeah.
And it was just a never ending, it's like you don't want to check the mail. You don't want to look at your emails because it's more bad. It just encompasses your life. It's no good.
I could imagine.
So for Gina, talking about Gina Carano, it might not have been that emotional. Maybe it was. I don't know. But she might have just said, this is good.
She played it awfully cool, so we would never know because she just seems like she's a chill person.
She's very well spoken in her tweets always.
And it probably bothered behind the scenes. I mean, who wouldn't be bothered by your career getting shit on?
Yeah. Well, she
handled
it.
So we would never know that. We can only go based off of the interviews that she had seen. Like she was on Valuetainment. She did an interview with them a while ago.
Yeah. Ben Shapiro,
yeah.
But she always handled it with grace, which I respect. She handled it with more grace than I handled my divorce. I'll tell you that. I'm like, gosh, I should have been more like her. But I respect that. She,
Yeah.
she's a real dude, so to speak.
She's a real dude. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna play something that is not real dude esque.
All right. Ooh, fuck.
This is not real dude esque.
I've been waiting to hear your reaction to this, Derek. I know you were a man of the Lord.
Okay, so without getting too crazy into it, I don't know if you have an idea. Is I was a believer when I was a little kid, but I had a lot of questions because of being sick and the whole thing. Lots. And it's in my movie. I didn't become a Christian until I was about 24, 25, where there was one day that I was so depressed and so messed up mentally that I'm literally driving in my car sobbing all the way driving to my parents' house for no reason. Like I'm literally just sobbing. And it was sort of like that was the beginning of me changing the way that I was doing things because I was partying and I was being a freaking, young guy partying my butt off. I had a code, so I never went to the dark side and was doing drugs, but just drinking and partying and just having a good old time. And I didn't become a Christian probably until I was about 24 or 25, and then I started mentally breaking down. I started going to therapy, and then by the time that I was, 26, 27, I started sort of getting my shit together. And then when I turned 30, I moved to LA. So there was a lot of growing and a lot of learning in LA. I'm a kid from a small town. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't regret being in LA whatsoever. I got to do some cool stuff that nobody else has an opportunity to do. So I'm very blessed in a lot of things. Okay, so coming to this right here. This is the biggest embarrassment. Because, okay, so I've only seen parts of Jesus Christ Superstar throughout the years because it's offensive, for one.
Whoa. See, I don't know anything about this play, so can you please explain to me why I'm not saying it's not. I just would like.
No, it's just a mockery of Christianity.
Okay.
And it's the left basically making fun of Christianity, and
this play is from like the 60s, right?
Yeah, it's super old. It's from the 60s. Yeah, it's kind of where it started. And throughout the years, Jesus has been, depicted as a white person. I mean, everybody knows that's a Bible person, knows that Jesus wasn't white. He was
Middle Eastern. Sure.
Yes. And the left wants to sit there and try to shit on anything that's Christian. They don't care. They're not doing it to Muslims. Why? Because Muslims would bomb their shit.
It's true.
So Christianity is an easy target for these weirdos. And that's what drives me crazy. Is because Christians are not going to be vocal about this. They're just going to be like, I'm not going to pay attention to this.
Turn the other cheek.
They're going to turn the other cheek because that's what their religion and the Bible says to do. So people that are very into the Bible are going to turn the other cheek. And the left gets away with this shit all the frickin' time. And it's driving me insane that somebody, even the faith leaders, don't say anything about this. She's supposed to be Jesus. She's playing Jesus Christ Superstar. How the fuck are you depicting somebody that looks like a freaking mutant as Jesus Christ Superstar? Look at the fucking hands. Like, what is that?
Can I play devil's? I agree with you, Derek. First of all, I think this is an affront, a purposeful affront to Christians. But just for the sake of this show, I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Sure.
She's an actress, and she's playing a part in a play. She's not literally Jesus. So, I mean, do you get where I'm going?
No.
Okay.
No, because nobody's playing Mohammed, are they?
Well, but I wouldn't be mad at her.
Buddha, are they?
No, well, of course not, because like you said, they chop your fucking head off.
Exactly.
They don't do that shit. So who are you mad at? Who's to blame?
I'm mad at Hollywood. I'm mad at the producers of this, who are two Jewish guys, by the way.
You don't say.
Shocker. That cast a black woman as Jesus, and the guy that was an American Idol that has been the front guy for Queen is playing Judas.
Very talented guy, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
The guy, I mean, you can't say that the dude doesn't have insane range with his voice. You can't say that.
Amazing singer.
He's not my cup of tea, but you can't fucking deny the dude's voice. You can't do it. But it's embarrassing where it's like if anybody on the right says or does something, it's, oh my God, it's the worst thing. You guys are fucking racist. You guys are this, that, and the other thing. But it's okay for them to just spit in your face, and then you're supposed to just take it.
Well, I think that's kind of I don't want to say whatever. I got to say what I got to say, Derek. So if I say anything the wrong way to you.
No, I want to hear, and I understand that you're not a religious person, so I want to get your perspective.
I am open-minded.
That's not a religious person.
I am not an atheist. I am open-minded. I don't know. But I think part of the problem or the fault of Christians is the turning the other cheek all the time.
Yeah.
They're too nice. Stop being nice.
Yeah.
And to be honest, last year when I was going, through what I was going through last year, very, very, very bad time for me. I had Mormons come to my door and talk to me. I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, but then I realized, I think I would just do it because I'm lonely and in a bad place. And I don't think that's the right reason to do that. So I didn't go to the church.
Scorpio is currently shocked.
How do we shock Scorpio?
No, when I was having my little rant, you said shocker.
Oh.
That's what my take is. I understand that art is art, and people people interpret art differently, and I get that. But when it comes to Christians are shit on all the time. And number one, it's bullshit. Number two, some of the faith people don't stand up against it. I mean, Shapiro might say on his show like he's against it and then fucking do nothing. No,
he's not. Whatever. I think some people view this in that. Okay. It's in some people's opinions, Jesus Christ as the Savior is a fictional character. So they would say, well, who cares who played it? That character really didn't exist in real life anyway. Maybe that's what they're thinking. I know you don't think that.
But people can't say that because there's all kinds of theologies, there's all kinds of experts that have proven that Jesus existed based off of multiple people's testimony.
I believe he existed.
How do we know that Abraham Lincoln existed? Because there's pictures of him. Because there's people that were with him that said yes, he existed. How do we know that George Washington existed? All we know about George Washington is he chopped down a cherry tree and he had wooden teeth.
Right.
But we have firsthand accounts saying that yes, he was the first president of the United States. Here's documents that he's written. So there's a lot of theologians and a lot of experts that have already proven that Jesus existed. So if you're only looking at it as a historical person and not as a faith-based person, you can't shit on it on the historical fact that somebody by the name of Jesus existed.
Agreed. And they did not look like her.
Correct.
Or he did not look like her. You can argue whether he was the son of God and all that kind of thing, but he did exist. That is pretty much proven, I think. So it's the two people who run this production literally trying to piss people off, it sounds like. That's the only reason they would possibly cast this person as Jesus, right?
Basically. I'm looking at Parade magazine or Parade let me see if I can pull it up.
I mean, Adam Lambert at least can sing, and it is a musical, so I kind of sort of get that ish a little bit.
Yeah.
And he'll draw some money. I would think people would go to see him. Right?
I think they like him because of Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the guys in Queen absolutely love him. They say he's a great singer for our band.
Yeah, Brian May.
He doesn't replace the original lead singer, but he's charismatic. He's got a voice. He hits the notes that he needs to hit. They love him.
And he respects Freddie Mercury too. Yeah, I saw Brian May, their guitar player, is like, we wouldn't be a band if it weren't for him, for Adam Lambert. We wouldn't work with anybody else.
So that's good. That's as bandmates. That's a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so Andrew Lloyd Webber responds to reviews of Cynthia, what's her nuts, being in the come on.
What's her nuts?
Reviews to Cynthia Erivo as Jesus and Hollywood Bowl's revival. I've been to Hollywood Bowl. It's actually a great place to watch it to watch music.
It's an iconic place.
Yeah, and that was one of the first places the Beatles played.
Yes, sir.
Came to America. Andrew Lloyd Webber has weighed in on the buzz around Hollywood Bowl's star-studded revival of Jesus Christ Superstar. The revival is sung through a rock opera written by Webber and Tim Rice. The production featured Tony Award-winning actor and singer Cynthia Erivo as Jesus, a groundbreaking casting choice that saw a black queer woman take on the iconic role, alongside powerful powerhouse Adam Lambert as Judas. Other notable cast members include Filippo Sue as Mary Magdalene, Milo Mayhem as Peter, and Raul Esparza as Pontius Pilate.
All right, so it's stunt casting.
Basically. And I understand that you're not a Jesus person, but you know who these folks are? Pontius Pilate is the one that formally executed Jesus and put him on the cross. Who didn't want to, but was basically told that if you don't do it, we're killing you. So Pontius Pilate at first is like, this fucking guy Jesus needs to go. And he slowly but surely understood what was happening and that the person that they call Jesus is different. Mary Magdalene was the whore that supposedly she's the one that washed the feet of Jesus and supposedly changed her ways after, because of Jesus. And who was the other one? And Mary Magdalene. Peter is in the Bible. He's got Bible verses.
St. Peter, right? He was the first pope, I think.
So they're key people in the Bible. Jesus Christ Superstar lasted 7 days of Jesus' life, focused on this perspective of Judas as the human side of Jesus. Okay, so Judas basically is the sixpence none richer, where he basically gave up Jesus' location and shit on him, even though he was at the Last Supper. So
he was like the rat.
He was the rat, the shithead. The story explores the conflicts between Jesus and his disciples, the Jewish leader, and the Roman Empire, with special attention relationship between Jesus and Judas, as well as Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And this is probably speculation, is they weren't sure if Jesus actually knew that Judas was up to no good. I
would think he did. That's kind of my vibe with it. Like, he's just like, well, I know this is going to happen and it has to happen. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Critics have especially raved about Aurelio's performance. The Los Angeles Times called the performance divine. Yeah, I don't listen to Los Angeles Times. Sorry. Forbes believed that the show could storm Broadway, crisscross the country, and pitch annual revival tent tour. American activist Jane Fonda also praised the 30-year-old actress' performance. Yeah, okay. I'm going to listen to fucking Jane Fonda, who's a leftist of all the leftists. Okay. Wednesday morning, Webber went to Instagram and praised the review, Aravo, and the entire cast an outstanding performance. He posted a candid photo of himself and the Wicked actress meeting after the show. I'm thrilled to see so much brilliance. Sifri Ravo, Adam Lambert, and the entire cast of Jesus Christ Superstar. Hollywood Bowl, the 77-year-old composer said, "It is particularly exciting to see that our idea of a woman playing Jesus has been embraced and understood. It
Why?
has not been embraced. Go fuck
Well,
yourself."
why is that important? Why Jesus was not a woman? Why would
Correct.
you? It's retarded.
It is retarded. No, it's leftists wanting to create history, and then anybody that says no, they're gonna call you all the ists.
Yeah.
Oh, you're racist because she's a black queer woman playing a fucking playing Jesus and all, it's crazy. Give me a break.
I'm not I've listened to half the Bible on audio book, Derek. So that's how much I know. I know a little bit about it, but I do know that Jesus had a big beard and Middle Eastern and long hair. That's what Jesus looks like to me.
Yeah, and it's under. I mean, it's under interpretation because
Well,
they
he
don't
didn't
really
look
talk
like
about
that.
what he looks like in the Bible. You know what I mean?
I would imagine he did not look like Cynthia, whatever that girl is.
A black queer woman who's like 5'5"? No.
I think they're just doing it to get a rise out of people because they
Yes.
can. It seems like.
Yes. Why didn't she play Judas?
Ooh, that's a good point because you can't have a black woman playing
Why
bad guy.
didn't she play Mary Magdalene? Why didn't she play that?
Why is she in the play to begin with? But whatever.
Well, she started in the theater.
I will say, I mean, my overall thoughts on Broadway and stuff is listen, I don't like musicals. I would never go see a Broadway play. It's just not my thing. And this article is a lot of gay people saying how great the other gay people are.
Basically.
I mean, honestly, that's what it is. It's like, oh, it's so brave and oh, it's
Stunning and
amazing.
brave.
It's right. And it's like a niche discussion that in 2025 nobody takes seriously anymore.
Yeah, it's left-wing producers putting in a left-wing actor with the newspapers being left-wing. Nobody's going to step out of line.
Left wing, well, you said Jewish producers, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But most of the Jewish people in LA vote Democrat for some odd reason.
My understanding of the Jewish religion, and I could be wrong and correct me, is that they don't think Jesus was anything that special. He was not.
Yeah, they say that God exists, but they don't recognize Jesus. Yeah. He was just a regular dude.
Okay.
The pictures are hilarious where they got her literally as like the devil.
I mean, for me, she's just an actress taking a job. I don't really hate her.
I mean, she does look like Nosferatu, the vampire, in 1922.
Her hands are very weird. They are. That's objectively very odd.
Oh, they got another one where it's like a lady's all like, "Arr!" The memes are on fire right now. But that's my thing is they're basically shitting on people and then you're supposed to sit there and take it. And I don't like that shit at all.
Yeah, turn the other cheek doesn't work. Newsflash. Be more like the Muslims.
Yeah, because they don't want it. They don't get bombed.
Correct. Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. They don't want to get bombed, but they expect Middle Eastern people to vote for them.
It's really weird. Sometimes
do they think, well, Christians aren't going to vote for us anyway, so we're just going to shit on them?
Yeah.
I think it's an easy target that they can attack.
I agree. The math does not add up sometimes. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Why are we supporting what? Why? Don't know. Not sure. And even, the Christianity is kind of split up now. Like I know somebody who's very close to me who I care about is an Episcopalian, and their church is degenerate as fuck.
I can imagine. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you're not really Christians. You don't get to make it up.
Yeah.
I'm
more of a non-denominational type person because
standard Christian.
Yeah. I've seen some stuff and you'd have to tell me like the stuff that I've seen, it's hard for me not to recognize it. If that makes any sense.
It does. My problem is I'm too arrogant, which is a fault of mine. I've been in some dark places and I refuse to think that I can't get out of it myself, which is a fault.
Yeah.
But, hey, I got life left. You never know.
But if Jesus was staring at you, then you'll come around.
Yo, bro, I'd be with him. No, if he showed up, hell yeah. No, I'd be down with it.
Nosferatu, the real Jesus.
Listen, if Muhammad showed up in front of me, I'd be a Muslim. You know what I mean? So, sure.
Because there's a lot of stuff that we can definitely go down that road, and there's so many stories I could tell you, dude.
I would love to have a discussion with you, maybe offline, about this. I'm open-minded, Derek. But
yeah, I mean,
like
maybe I could keep these stories closer to Halloween, and I could tell you all the shit that I've seen.
Okay,
because I know I've talked a little bit on Dave's channel about it, but on my channel I haven't really talked about it. Where without getting too detailed, because we might actually make it into a stream or something or a video. Mm-hmm. Obviously I was sick as a child. I had a parent that died when I was very young. I was 14 when my mom passed away. There are ghosts that I've seen clear as day, and I'm very sensitive to stuff that's out there. I've seen devils, I've seen ghosts, I've seen angels, I've seen all kinds of stuff. I've had relatives of mine visit me, and I had a person that was very in tune with a lot more stuff than me say that you have a relative standing right next to you, and I didn't see the relative, but I could feel the relative. So there's a lot of stuff that I could talk about, and like I said, maybe we could do a little bit more closer to Halloween, because it would be in the whole theory of things, Would
love to listen to those stories.
So it's one of those things where it's like it's hard for me to deny something that I've seen or felt. And as a person of faith, ghost is in the Bible like 560 times or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So like I'm a firm believer that there is good stuff out there, but there is bad stuff out there as well.
Yeah. See, from a heathen's point of view, like me, I'm more open-minded talking to you because I respect you. So if you say you saw something,
yeah,
I believe you. Or even like when we stream with our friend Jim Satala, who talks about the pyramids and stuff, which normally I wouldn't believe, but I'm like, well, I respect Jim, so maybe he's got a point.
Sorry to hear that, Scorpio. Yeah, it sucks losing a parent that early. It really does. It sucks big time.
I think it's worse. Like my dad was never around. I didn't know him growing up, and I think that's better than having a dad and then being 14 and
yeah. And it's one of those things as some people have a rough life and they do things to themselves. But when you have a parent that dies of disease, it's different because they didn't choose to have cancer. I didn't choose to have cancer. It happened. It was one of those things where it's like, these are the cards I'm dealt with. You better deal with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there wasn't an option.
There was no option. And as a young man, I struggled with that for a very long time until I got mental help, I got religion, I got all kinds of stuff to get me out of it because it was dark. It was dark. But like I said, we're gonna have a stream that's sort of dedicated to that, probably closer to October.
Would love to do that.
Spooky stuff.
Well, I don't know that your religious experience. I don't make that's not spooky Halloween stuff. That's
but it's more more relevant because then we can watch like spooky like ghost videos or something. We're closer to Halloween.
Speaking of your life story, Derek, tomorrow night on Dave's channel, we'll be watching your movie, right? Which I have already seen and like.
Terrific. I'm not really looking forward to it because here's the thing.
Who's your idea?
It was the chat's idea, and Dave's like, okay. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll watch it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't care. I want people to watch my movie, but I think that there's going to be a couple people in the chat there that aren't going to look at it as open-minded. That
you're going to get roasted.
But just talk shit.
You're
and I'm going to
get...
be in the chat talking shit with them.
Why do you think Dave's like, I'll play your song? I'm like, no, don't do that. don't. Because A, I know people are going to shit on me, and B, the audio quality is crap coming across the stream. I'd rather people go to Apple or Spotify and listen to my band.
Yeah, that sucks, Scorpio.
Sorry, Scorpio.
Yeah, that sucks real bad. Yeah, May's a tough month for me because my mom's birthday is May 2nd and Mother's Day is in May. So May's not a good month for me.
Yep.
So it's like, especially growing up when you've got a lot of people that are like, my mother, and it's like,
I got you. It was the same. I had friends that had fathers in school, and I always thought that was cool to have one of those. I didn't have one. And then it on the other end of life, Derek, like real quick, like I went to visit my mom she's in a dementia. She's kind of gone.
Yeah.
And so a couple weeks ago, I went to visit her, and she, for the first time, didn't know who I was, which
sucks.
But I'm not like whammy. It's like, it's life. Some people have different things they have to challenges.
Sucks,
no, it's a drag, but I mean, you gotta suck it up. I know it's a shitty thing to say, but it's just how it is.
I mean,
like you said,
as you get older, yes, you come to understand that life sucks. But when I was a young man, and then Scorpio too, where it's like there's sometimes when you're a young person, and I'm not saying that you're like a little kid, but there are some times in life that you want your mom around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my brother, when he got married and had his first kids, like he always says that I wish mom was here to say this. You know what I mean? So it's like there's certain times that you want your mom to be around.
Sure. Yep. And when you're, like the challenge I'm dealing with now, I'm 57 now, so I'm old enough I'm not 14 and not really built to deal with that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about that stuff closer to Halloween, just because it's more relevant. Because we can go deep.
Okay.
Because I could give you guys a preview. Okay. This is just one story. I don't want to. Like I said, we'll have a whole thing that we could talk about. When my dad asked my stepmom to marry him, she worked for her dad in Dearborn, Michigan, and she's an accountant for her dad's company.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one day, she said, and it was just a normal day. She came back she left for lunch. She came back, and there was a lady sitting in the chair across, like, okay, so she has her desk here, and there's a lady sitting on the other side waiting for her. And she walks in and is like, "Can I help you?" And the lady just kind of looked at her, and Laura just kind of sat down and had sort of like a casual conversation. About a month later, I showed her a picture of my mom, and she swore up and down it was my mom. She swore up and down it was. And I showed her a picture, and she's like, "Who is that lady?" And I was like, "Well, that's my mom." And the look on her face was just like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, that is the person I talked to.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And she's like, Derek, Derek and my brother, she's like, "I am not shitting you. She was as real can get. And I'm literally having a small talk conversation with this lady."
Oh my God.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I can go freaking deep.
I look forward to that.
So yeah, it's crazy. And like I said, for somebody like me who became a Christian later in life, it's hard for somebody for me to deny to deny Jesus and God when I've literally seen some of the stuff that he does and is at work. It's hard for me to deny it.
I think were I in your position, based on what you just said, I would probably be a believer too. But I have not been in that position, so I remain open to options. If somebody
just told me, I would be like, okay, yeah. But when you see it for yourself, like, It's hard to be like, you know what? I'm not going to pay attention to that. I'm
Yeah.
just going to kind of do my own thing.
It must be frustrating to talk to people like me and something. You're like, no. I know for a fact this shit's
I know
real.
for
And
a
I'm like,
fact.
I've never seen it. Fuck off with that bullshit. Whatever. Who
Exactly.
cares?
I know for a fact. It's hard to deny it. I mean, because I had ALL. I had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which in 1980 I had a 10% chance of survival. There was literally no cure for it, and I was like the second kid in my age group to go in remission and to stay in remission. And I was one of the first Make-A-Wish kids ever. Because I had my wish in 84, 85, and that's when Make-A-Wish Foundation was founded.
Would you share your wish, or is that not something you're willing to share? Was it Hulk Hogan?
No, I actually had two wishes. I had one for the Sunshine Foundation, which is a Southern-based foundation, but they were before Make-A-Wish Foundation. Sunshine Foundation was purely in the South, and I went to Disney World with Sunshine Foundation.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Me and my family went to Disney World when I was a little kid.
That's sweet.
And then with Make-A-Wish Foundation I went to the Tiger ball game. I met Ernie Harwell, the broadcaster. I met Lance Parrish, Lance Parrish was my favorite baseball player growing up.
Lance Parrish, third base, right?
Catcher, Lance Parrish.
Oh, it was catcher. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I got to hang out. In the back or whatever. Then we got to watch the game and everything else, and I had my little tiger shirt on. The tiger shirt that's in my movie at the beginning is my tiger shirt when I was a little kid. So that's what I was wearing as a little kid at Tiger Stadium. So like it had a lot of meaning that when I saw that Griffin could wear it, it actually fit him. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Perfect.
This is gonna be good.
See, I watched your movie and I liked it, and then I talked to you about it, and I really liked it. Like after, I think the fact that I know you a little bit and I get to hear your story made the movie better for me.
I could see that, where somebody could just be like, oh, it's about a little kid with cancer. But when you're actually talking about the person that actually lived it, I could see that. I just wish people were more willing to take a chance on something. Because it's like, I look at the viewership and it's okay. It's not amazing. So it's
how do you feel about Dave giving away your movie for free tomorrow?
I don't care, because it's been on
kidding.
streaming. Well, it's been on Amazon for 9 months, 8 months.
Are we going to keep it on YouTube tomorrow? Can you play it on YouTube and not get in trouble?
No, because I own it. So
okay,
it's me, myself, and I. Basically, with the salespeople that have that try to sell my movie, I still have 100% right to do whatever I want with it.
Okay,
I can contact them and say, yeah, I don't want to use your service anymore.
So
but
we don't
they're
have
the
to
best ones at it, and they're just not working for me. Like I wish it was on Tubi, because I think it'd do great on Tubi.
Sure, but you're saying we don't have to switch to Rumble to watch your movie tomorrow?
No, because I own it.
That's good.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Like all of the songs I have permission for. I got approval for all the songs. So yeah, if somebody tries to copyright it, it's bullshit, because I got permission for all of it. So there might be a bot or something trying to do it, but they're watching it on Rumble anyway, right?
No, I was saying usually we switch to Rumble when we watch movies, but maybe for yours, because I think I think Dave loses viewers when he switches to Rumble. So I'm saying get more eyes on your movie.
Like I said, the only thing I would worry about is I have permission to use all the songs, but if there's some sort of bot that tries to say no, Dave might get a strike doing that way, and I can just, like, if we're gonna watch it. If we're gonna watch it first, I can start promoting the crap out of it to try to get as many eyeballs on it as we can.
Oh, we're gonna watch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're watching that first.
Yeah.
Good for us, Derek.
Scorpio says, I hope the next movie has turbo ninjas in it.
Yeah, you got to get on that. That's true. Julio Scissors on the soundtrack, Turbo Ninjas, Derek's writing the script. It'd be awesome.
But yeah, this is fun, because it was like we didn't really have a game plan. It was just like, let's get on the stream and this bullshit.
That's what we did. Bullshit.
That's what we do. We like to talk.
Chatty Cathy's, like I always say.
Yes, we are. That we are. I mean, we've been going for almost 2 hours, and it was just kind of like a pop-up stream. So we like to talk. We like to chew the fat. Like the bullshit. 'Cause, I mean, we always have good conversations. I just use videos and whatever to kind of get us going on a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yep. I have to do some show prep for Sunday because we're going to be talking about Phil Spector. So tomorrow I have on my calendar to watch some Phil Spector documentaries, so I'm ready for Sunday. I know a little bit about him because I know he was involved with the Beatles, so I know that part of it. I know he's a crazy motherfucker with a crazy afro. I know that bit.
I was trying to find videos that didn't have music in it. So it's gonna be difficult to not get struck into all hell. But I think I did a pretty decent job, and I found 2 audio things of Phil Spector talking. One is when he was like at the height of his career, and then another one is at like 10 years later, and just sort of like you can tell the difference between like Phil Spector during this time and Phil Spector during this time. And he does talk about like crazy shit, so it's gonna be interesting. And I understand that the audio stuff isn't gonna be as popular than like if you actually watch a video or something like that.
Yeah,
but I think it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's
just
the
kind of a weirdo's perspective.
He's a weirdo. That's the frustrating part about talking about music on YouTube is you can't play the music. It's frustrating.
Yeah,
but I
can understand if I was just straight up trying to steal somebody's music and just like jamming, like with me in the background, you see me jamming or whatever. But we're talking about somebody, and it's like it'd be nice to have some context, you know. So I've got, I always try to sneak in one song, and I'll just cut around it like at the end, you know. But yeah, we'll have to do our best to try to not get completely annihilated. But it is what it is. I'm not monetized yet, so we can have some fun until that day comes when we have to kind of dial it down a little bit.
Yep. Well, I'm excited for Sunday because it's a music-based show, so I get it. That's kind of my angle.
Yeah.
Well,
this stream right here proved that we can talk about stuff and only have a few visual aids.
True. That's true.
So we definitely just proved that we can do it. So when the time comes, I don't think we'll have a problem.
You got a good point there. You're right.
We'll just have to show more pictures and read articles as opposed to like actual video.
Gosh, I wish Rumble was a viable platform because it's so nice to be able to go over there and just stream playlists and talk about songs and stuff without worrying about it for now.
I still have to try to figure out what happened, why it won't stream over to Rumble. I don't know what the deal is. So right now I have the stream is live on YouTube and live on Kick. And I would like to do Rumble, but the other day when we tried to go on Rumble, it immediately stopped it.
I've got to figure out how to kill this echo.
Which I didn't hear it too much.
Well, I'm hearing it. I'm more worried about it when you post the video if it's heard. I need to force my hand on this and just go, look, we got to get a stream
What's up, Doc? What's going on, buddy?
What's happening, Doc? Give me a minute, Derek. I'll be right back. I have a 57-year-old bladder I have to attend to.
Let me take him off the screen here. So how's it going, Doc? Yeah, we kind of did like a pop-up stream where I felt like streaming, and then Julio was like, I don't know. And then he's like, okay, I'll stream with you. So then we were just been talking about like there was a guy's list that his leading man. We were talking about the Gina Carano stuff where she her lawsuit's done. She took a settlement. Disney doesn't have to disclose anything, and she got paid. And then we were talking about Jesus Christ Superstar using a black lady as Jesus, which me being a Christian, I'm a little upset about that. And then some other random stuff that we were talking about. I was talking about ghosts and goblins, so we're gonna probably do a stream about ghosts and stuff. But we'll do that closer. Probably do that closer to the holiday, just because closer to Halloween, just so it's kind of fitting for the time, you know. You think she sold out? Me and Julio were talking about that. And if you were in a lawsuit, and would you feel weird about somebody else footing the bill? And I understand that she didn't get, like, he didn't just hand her money. He probably went through her lawyer and handed money to her lawyer or whatever. But would you feel weird about taking that money? She might have felt weird about that, about how long the lawsuit's going to be and everything. I know I would feel a little weird about somebody else's money working for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. It's possible. Yeah, are you going to get the party started, Doc?
All right. Hey, Doc or Scorpio, am I echoing to you? We'll see.
He said she had Elon behind her. The purpose was to change things. That was the whole deal going in. I don't know. I mean, she was on Valuetainment. I want to say about 2 months ago, and she was just talking about she wasn't asking for a ton of money because she just wanted to recoup whatever money that she had lost because they screwed her. So Julio had a thought that she probably got paid for season 2 and 3 of Mandalorian, and then if they had proof of any projects that she got shit on and not used because of being blacklisted.
So from Doc's comment, my assumption is he's kind of, actually, that's interesting. So maybe his idea was no echo. Okay, good, Scorpio. Thank you. It's only in my head. So, yeah, I think what Doc's saying, maybe his idea, Elon's in backing this lawsuit, was to make a cultural shift. So maybe, to argue with myself from earlier, he would have liked her to move this forward a little more. You know what I mean, Derek?
Yeah. Like I said, it's hard to say. If I know, if it was me, and I can only speak for me, is I would feel weird about somebody footing the bill for me. But that's just me.
Yeah, but if they insisted, but then you're a pawn of them. I get what you're saying, Derek. If Gina Carano is like, I'm good with this, and Elon's like, well, no, that's not why I backed you. Now you got to do what I tell you. Would be wrong too.
Yeah. So it's like you don't know the conversations that were had. And she had said that she had never met him. She'd only talked to him on probably the phone or something, or through her legal team or whatever.
Clearly, we're only speculating and probably projecting what
and
we
we'll
would
never know. But I mean, for conversational purposes.
I think it was a minor win. I'm happy that she's happy if she's happy. And there you go. The bad guys lost for a minute. That was nice.
Yeah.
Right? Well, see, the key word there, Doc, is implied, which is what we're all talking about. Like maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I certainly think Elon backed her to try to prove a point. I'm not sure that his point was made. I think it was, because generally speaking, in the on the internet, as opposed to a few people, most people were saying, "Hey, look, you could at least fight these big companies and come out with some sort of a W. Might not be a big W, Derek, but
yeah,
he's got something out of it."
Well, and then somebody say it's not necessarily about her; it's about others that are also in the same situation, which I understand. But like I said, who knows if she just felt weird about having his money pay for it? And
And
then Disney was probably the first one to reach out about a settlement.
oh yeah, that's for sure. And who are we to say that she should carry that burden for the rest of quote us?
Yeah,
It's not her. We're not her burden to bear.
because her situation's been what, 5 years, 6 years, and
Yeah,
she's
I
been
know.
in a lawsuit for 2 or 3.
Yeah, I know she did a movie for Daily Wire,
Yeah.
which my daughter and son-in-law actually attended the premiere.
Oh, nice.
They were
Yeah,
not.
that movie was okay.
That's what my daughter said. She's like, it was all right.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't think it was amazing.
It was nice of Ben Shapiro and Daily Wire to kind of take her under their wing for a minute while she was going through stuff.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Doc, if you were head guy at Disney, and you know dang well Disney's got a lot of skeletons in their closet that they don't want out.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to do everything they can to settle, right?
That's why they settled.
So like I completely understand what you're saying, Doc, but I'm that's why I think that Disney was going to settle no matter what. They were going to settle.
And I think Elon was a big reason for that. But they're like, oh, wait a minute. She's got money behind her and they can stretch this out. So before we get into Discovery and we have to release all our fucked up emails.
Yeah, because
let's just cut a check.
Disney could just keep stretching it and fuck you, stretching. You know what I mean?
See, but the more I think about this, the more I think I'm coming around to what Doc's saying is that, well, it's not right that these big companies can sue you into the ground. Like you have no chance against them because they've just got so much money.
Yeah, but that's been like that forever too. I mean, an average person is not going to be able to defend themselves if a major corporation is coming after you.
That's one of those things.
Happen.
It is the way it is, but the way it is ain't right.
Oh no, it sucks big time.
Actually, honestly, I had to have a lawyer for my divorce cases and stuff, and sometimes I'd be like, why can't I just defend myself? I'm just going to go tell the truth. That's not the way it works in court. It's like a foreign language.
Yeah, they tried to dismiss it 3 times. Yeah, and I think the judge basically just laughed at him and said, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Good for the judge.
Yeah. Funniest thing I've seen today was Eric debunks trying to act like Gina didn't win.
Well, Eric debunks he's been on Dave's show, but I think before you came around the crew, but he used to come on Dave's show and he's super lefty.
Oh yeah.
Like a big lefty, and he thinks everybody's out to get the gays, which is not true, but
yeah, but the only thing I like about Eric debunks, I don't like his politics, but he'll at least have a conversation with you. You may not like what he says, but he'll at least have the conversation. He's not going to scream and yell and go nutso. You know what I mean?
Not usually. No, I have no problem with him. He's genuine. Yeah. I think he believes what he says.
I think so.
I just can't believe he believes what he says sometimes. And probably the other way around.
It's possible, yeah.
But it's not surprising to hear that he thought, it was an L for Gina. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's a W for Gina because that weight is off her shoulders.
Mm-hmm. She got her reparations. The weight's off her shoulder. It's in the past now, and she can move on with her life.
We knew that Disney was going to settle, and we're never going to know how much they settled for. So, I mean, if it was $1 million versus $10 million, then it's a W for her if she got $10 million.
Plus, people who said they were all pro Gina through all this should be happy if she's happy, right?
Of course, they're never going to be happy, ever. Ever.
Well, there's no money in being happy.
No.
Apparently. I don't know. Good enough for her, good enough for me. As far as I'm concerned.
It's all speculation. All we can do is just talk on a talk show and speculate.
Yep.
But I mean, it's good. It's fun content to speculate. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
well, we're not
never gonna know though,
because we're not saying we're like, well, she should have and should have. We're trying to take like a more meta, high level vision of this and try to go, well, it's a lot of burden to go through a legal situation, and
like,
at least we try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, I showed her statement. Her statement was, "Thank you, everybody. We settled. I'm done. I'm over it.
Yep.
Time to
She's
move on."
very well spoken, or whoever's writing her tweets is very well spoken. Who knows?
I think it's her.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Because I've heard her in interviews, and she's just a
I
sweetheart.
Who was it? I think it was Jay, Geeks and Gamers Jay.
Drunk 3PO?
Junk Thepio was having a discussion about Gina, and Gina reached out, and he's like, "Oh, is this Gina's representative?" And she's like, "No, this is Gina." Like, what? You're actually responding to people's tweets and messages?
That was a big deal because he got her on the show and stuff, and I'm over here watching it, and I'm like,
because you
bruh.
automatically think it's a publicist or it's an assistant that's just putting shit down.
I was angry at him I'm like, bro, she's going to Disney World with you and all this stuff. I'm like, come on, bro, pick it up. Yeah, Doc, I think you're right.
Yeah, they're definitely, and she can spell. Like, unlike me, I can't spell, but she can.
Well, I mean, a couple whatever apostrophes here and there. Derek, who's counting? I'm not Mike Partika. I'm the other Mike. I'm not Mike Partika.
I need Mike Partika just to look at my fucking YouTube.
I think everybody needs Mike
and
Partika
be like, okay,
in their life.
there. Okay, over here is not an apostrophe.
If I had his email address, I'd send my work emails to him before I sent them. So, hey, Mike, can you look this over real quick? And
you know what a funny skit would be? Is just have some random shit where like Mike Partika just shows up out of nowhere and corrects people's punctuation.
He's like the grammar Nazi, like out of nowhere, just
like you have a little kid who's like a 6 or 7 year old kid. He walks up to a desk of the teacher, and before he puts it down on the thing, Mike Partika like grabs and says, "Oh, there's a period and shit messed up over here."
The kid starts crying.
Yeah.
Oh, mommy.
That would be so awesome. Where he's just like. Or somebody's doing like a billboard in Times Square and they're like looking at it from far like, "Oh, it's nice," and Mike just walks up and says, "There's no fucking period right there."
I love Mike Partika, and there I said it, and I'll die on that hill because he says shit and people get upset about it, and I'm like, okay, he is being a little persnickety, but he ain't wrong.
And I was on when I talked to him when he was on the show 2 days ago, or he was on the last 2 days, but when I was on with him,
who knows?
I've been subscribed to his channel for about a month, and he treats every comic book the same. I've never seen him like specifically go after somebody and dunk on somebody. All his videos are exactly the same type of thing. It's just a different comic book. So this whole thing about dunking on him, it's like he didn't go after anybody. He did what Mike Partika does.
Right. That's right. Like I said before, don't get mad at a dog for barking. That's what they do. And he's very neutral. I don't even know what the factions in comics are. I have no idea. But he seems to treat them all kind of equally. He just kind of, like, dude, if I wrote a comic, he'd be the first person I'd fucking hire.
Oh, yeah.
To look at my story.
Like how shitty is my spelling?
Well, no, he wouldn't miss anything.
He would not miss anything.
Like artists aren't like that. When you're writing, sometimes you miss shit because you're so in your head all the time. You need somebody to, bounce it off of and say, okay, where did I screw up?
I mean, that's why co-write, like with screenplays and stuff, that's why co-writers are good, because you can bounce information off them, and somebody may be good at grammar, and the other person's like, yeah. Good luck with that.
Dude, that's what happens to me and my band with my co-writer. He's like, yeah, well, it might have sounded good to you, but we're not doing that. I'm like, okay, fair. Yes, Doc, you're correct.
Yeah.
He was somewhat, we're talking about it. He was actually, we watched it last night, Derek. EVS was.
Yeah, I was in the chat. I was playing a video game watching it.
I thought Ethan was somewhat good-hearted about him. He didn't
because
roast
sometimes
anybody.
when I'm not on the show, I just don't feel like I don't have anything to talk about with critiquing the book and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want freaking we know who and some other people.
Right.
Well, you don't know anything about comic books. Why are you trying to comment on it? And it's like I don't really like I like comic books, but it's not my main thing. So it's kind of like I don't really want to be on the show because I don't have anything to add. That's actually good.
You are a better man than I am. I'm like, I'll sit here and bullshit. Whatever. I enjoy the chaos. Let's go. Let's go. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about
then
me. Whatever.
Then when a special friend came over there, and you saw me, I completely shut down. It was like on Twitter and like X, like messaging everybody, like, "Hey, what's up? How was your day?"
I was watching a tennis match, Mike and the person we're talking about. I'm like, wow, boy, look at this. Then she threw a volley at me. I'm like, no, it's not happening.
I just don't like and this isn't just a knock on that person, but it's one of those things that I don't like anybody doing that, especially when they feel entitled that they can just go on there, take over the stream, and then just say whatever, and it's like we were in the middle of doing something.
Well, that's true too. I would never listen. Never talk to me and start a sentence with "you need to." That is my pet peeve because I don't need to do shit.
Yeah, I need to pay my taxes and fucking die. That's what I need to do.
That's it. Death and taxes, right?
Death and taxes.
I think it's such a niche audience, niche audience with
niche?
comics.
Yeah, I knew what you're talking about.
That I think everybody should just
I can't spell. I knew what you're talking about.
You can't spell and I can't speak. That's good. But it's like
one of my where it says Derek on the bottom. One of mine's going to be like, I can't spell. That's going to happen.
Yeah. But it's such a small audience now for comics. Look, honestly, on the big level, nobody gives a shit about comics anymore. It's dead. So it would be better. It would behoove that group to all get along.
Yeah.
But instead, they're all splintering. It's just that, and that's what doesn't bother me because it's not. I don't read comics, so I don't give a shit. But I just think it's silly from a high level. I'm like, why don't you guys help each other?
Yeah. Well, it's egos. It's egos and competition, or it's fake friends. Like, oh, I'm gonna snuggle up to this person until I get what I want, and then I'm gonna go to somebody else.
Yeah, well, everybody thinks they're king shit on Turd Island, but it's a small island, so maybe it's best that everybody get along.
I mean, if you have a sample size of 100 people that are reading your reading your comic book, watching your movie, whatever it is,
mm-hmm.
and then you shit on a quarter of them, or a quarter of them are pissed at you because of reasons, and they go somewhere else. Now you got 75 people watching your shit or buying your shit.
Yeah, but it goes
and
back
then you're going to talk shit about these people over here because you didn't agree with what they said. There's another 25 people that go over here. Like, it's doing nothing but pulling money out of your pocket. It doesn't help you at all.
Yep, it's
they can claim super chats and all this other shit, but I guarantee he still makes money on his eBay store and on his comic books. That's his main source of income.
Oh, no disrespect to him. That he's got a good gimmick going. But everybody's fighting for the same plate of food at this point, and the plate of food is getting smaller.
I just want somebody to watch my movie, enjoy it, be able to relate to it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm going to, Sunday when we watch the movie, or Saturday when we watch the movie, I know there's going to be people in chat roasting me. I know what's going to happen. They're just doing it to basically line the tee shot up. And it's like, whatever. As long as you have an open mind and it holds up. I'm sorry. And it's coming from a person that it made the movie. It holds up.
When I first saw it, I'm like, this is good. It's good. I'm glad I watched it. Then I talked to you and I liked it more. And then you told me how much you spent on it. And I was super impressed that you did what you did with the money that you said you did it with. I was like, I don't know if that's praising like a left-handed compliment, but I'm like,
no, I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the ambulance scene. I will hold that ambulance scene up to anything that fucking an independent filmmaker that is more successful than me does. I'll stand on business on that.
Yep. My point being, we should all listen. Getting roasted in the chat is just how it goes. You're going to get roasted. I get roasted for music, whatever. But at least you and I are passionate about something, and
I will stand on
creating something. Right. So if anybody fucking rolls up on me again and tells me I'm not a creator, I will.
I thought you were gonna lose your shit, but you're a nice guy.
No. It's Here's the thing. It's like I don't dislike people because I don't know. Like I think I know you a little bit, Derek. You're a friend. Dave's a friend. The person it's so gay to say that, but Katie is somebody that I'm like, she's fine. I don't know her, whatever. I hope she's happy. So I don't really take it personally.
I mean, that's true, Doc. That's possible. I was sparred with Goody Two Shoes, but I don't know what happened to Goody Two Shoes.
Bipto's the big hater. But God bless him, he's always there to roast us. So whatever.
Yeah, he is.
That's what did Jack say? Cooking with Jack. He's like, yeah, whatever. The haters, they're there.
Oh, I still get haters on some of those videos because we did the live stream and I cut it up and made 6 or 7 clips, and I still have people commenting on it to hate him.
I come from like the Howard Stern. We were talking about Howard Stern earlier. That was all about roasting and hating. I like it. Like I don't take it personally. Like, fuck it. Yeah, come at me, bro.
I had one person say, I hate your podcast. He's talking about fucking Dave's podcast because it was on Dave's channel. It's like, I think they're just coming over there to shit on it and they don't give a shit.
Dave's the king of not giving a fuck, which is why I love him. He's like, yeah, whatever. I don't look at the internet until I get home. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't like the policing. The policing of anything. And it's not just Katie. It's other people do it too. Where it's like, why did you say this about this person with this and this going over here with this? And stand on your business. If you got an opinion about it, then you stand on it. Like I get roasted and Doc roasted me about my fucking spelling. I know I'm a shitty speller. And I have really bad freaking dyslexia.
Doc beat me to it. Thank you, Doc.
I can't spell, and I have fucking dyslexia. So, I mean, I'm pretty much fucked either way.
You put something on X the other day, and I'm like, am I going to be Mike Partika and DM about? Nah, I'll just let it go. Whatever.
Yeah, I can't spell, and I have fucking
whatever. Who cares?
When I was in high school, my stepmom noticed that, like, she's go read this, and I was just like. Say, what's it about? I'm like, I have no idea. She's like, you have no idea? I'm like, it's all jumbled around. I can't, like, I have no idea.
It's hibbity-jibbity.
It's hibbity-jibbity. And that's what it is dyslexia moves the letters around. So it's like, you look at it like, I think it's right.
You're close. I mean, whatever. Who cares?
Close. There, and there. That's fine.
Right. Your, and your. Right.
Your, and your. There, and there.
What's the difference? People get it. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm not Attila the Bee. I'm sorry. That was a movie called Attila the Bee. It was like about a spelling bee or something.
Wait, what? That's an actual movie?
Yeah, it's called Attila the Bee. It's about like a spelling bee. Lawrence Fishburne is in it. Yeah, it's about a spelling bee. I'm not Attila the Bee.
Hey, speaking of movies, Derek, and this is like housekeeping talk here on the podcast that we're doing. But do we ever do the Peanut Butter Falcon review? Or
No, we haven't. No.
All right, I'm still down with that. I'm like, do we do that? We started it and got fucked up in technology business.
Oh, it would be my worst nightmare too. Yeah, forget it. I'd be like,
Hey, everybody's good at something, and everybody's not good at something.
I'll be adding S's and L's and shit.
You're shitty at spelling. I'm shitty at being married. So how about that? I'd rather be shitty at spelling.
Well, that's why I have to, like, when I write something, I do it through spell check. I do it through thesauruses. I check everything. I still have somebody fucking read it. Mm-hmm. And then still there's something that slips through that somebody's like, oh yeah, there's a misspelling. Is this what you meant? Yeah. Okay. See,
if I were to send Mike Partika my lyrics for the stories I write in my song, I would go, all right, Mike, I don't want story, I don't want you to go over the story, just the punctuation. That's all I want. Don't tell me how to fix my story.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I mean, because it's like he may not understand the angle that you're going. I would just want the punctuation because.
Do you know what I take out of his critiques is that, and this is a great point. as the author, you know everything about your story, but the people who are watching or listening or reading don't. So you have to keep that. Almost have to be dumb for a minute and go, I don't know anything about what is in my head, and I have to pretend that somebody's coming at this for the first time.
That's very difficult for me. I can't.
Well, but your movie that we're going to watch tomorrow, The Warrior, is like, I think anybody can relate to that. Even if you didn't.
I think so.
It's right. Even if you didn't go through what you went through,
yeah,
you still get it. It's,
yeah,
it's a deep subject, but it's not like Marcel Proust books and stuff, Shakespeare.
Well, that's why I chose that to do the first movie for my company, is because it's something that people can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so niche or niche or whatever that somebody's like, well, I don't know anything about that. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that have family members, loved ones, friends that's dealt with somebody that's either had cancer, died of cancer. So it's something that it's out there.
Yep.
I have a lot of family members that either had it or died from it. So it's something that people can talk about.
Yeah, it's really not even it could be any malady that somebody you love goes through, whether it be, cancer or, multiple sclerosis or, it's like anything. It's just a challenge within a family. It's a very, not a simple story, but it's something everybody should be able to relate to, because I think everybody's been in situations in their lives where they're not confident on how to deal with it.
It's true. And that's the good stuff, is it doesn't have to be perfect. And I look at that, and that's why I get irritated with people, because they want to glom on and give you a hard time over details, when some of the good stuff is the stuff that's not perfect. Some of the greatest one-liners in film history were improv that weren't even in the fucking script. Are you going to go over to fucking one of the greatest actors of all time and be like, you know what? That sucks because it was spelled wrong, or it didn't seem like it was the right tone. You know what I mean?
I love what you just said about imperfections. When I used to have I was the one with the studio back in the day, and people would come to me, but I was not good at production. So all my demos sounded like they were, played in a garage somewhere. Now my band has a good production, and it sounds very clean, but sometimes I'm like, make it sound a little more like it did back in the day when we were just garage banding it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the details sometimes aren't that important.
I don't know how to, I want to give Scorpio a wrench, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I'll have to check it out, and then Scorpio, I'll give you a wrench. I don't know. Because it's not obvious, because there's little 3 little dots and stuff, and it's like a figure that you could just kind of highlight somebody's name or something, and it's not there.
What's Doc talking about there? They got progressively worse the more money he had.
The original Star Wars couldn't have happened if Lucas would have been fully funded.
I heard his wife is the reason that movie was any good, because she went in and did a Mike Partika on it and edited the original Star Wars to make it make sense.
That's what I hear.
And then the second movie, Empire Strikes Back, was way better. Well, not way better, but better than the first one. And he didn't direct it. He didn't write it. He kind of pushed that off. That's why the prequel sucked, because he was a control freak and fucked it all up.
That screw job.
Except for Jar Jar Binks. He was
that
awesome.
Crazy person. Yeah, Scorpio, I got to do a little research to figure out how I can do that. I do not know how to do that. I don't know if I have to go into YouTube, or if because I don't see it in the EV Mux. I don't see it doesn't give me the ability to do it over here. So maybe on the actual website version of it, possibly.
Maybe you're a trailblazer with this EV Mux stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
And the stream looks good. Have you looked at it with the new background and everything?
No, I love the
good.
background. I have a little popcorn in front of me. That's cool.
Yeah. It looks good. It's clean.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper. It's like $25 for a month. Okay.
Do you know what? Going back to like one thing I like about Gary from FNT is people are like, "How can I do a podcast like you?" And he's like, "I don't know, just fucking get a camera and do it."
Basically.
Which I like that. Like we were watching MJ Klein last night, and he said the same thing. He goes, "Well, people are asking me how to do these videos." He goes, "You have a camera, don't you? Just do it."
Yeah, and I think if you talk about stuff that people can relate to, even if they disagree with you, if they can relate to you, I think people will enjoy it. Well, that's what the hope is. I don't know.
It depends. Well, I think it depends on which way. If you are trying to attract an audience, or if there's just something you feel you have to talk about, and you would hope other people would like it. I don't know. Oh, there you go, Doc. He might know.
I think you click on the 3 dots at the top right, same line as the top chat.
Yeah, but we're in a different platform.
Yeah, I'm in
on
Doc.
StreamYard.
I'm on EV Mux. I'm not on StreamYards.
I mean, look, I don't have a wrench, Derek. Should get one before Scorpio does.
You have one in actual YouTube.
Oh.
So before I started doing EV Mux, I have you, Dave, Cynic have wrenches in actual YouTube. So like if you weren't on stream and you were in the YouTube chat, you would have a wrench.
Gotcha. But I'm always on stream, so.
Yeah, so you don't get the
I mean, almost always. I'll be on stream Sunday at noon, Derek, for the big show.
Doc, are you going to be there? We're talking about a crazy person.
A crazy person with an afro, a white man.
Yeah, we are talking about a crazy person. And did you see the 6 videos that came out with Manson stuff today? See,
I saw what you posted on that.
Onslaughted.
Yes, it was.
I said it was. It's the anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When is it? It's today, right?
Yes,
Today's
today.
The anniversary of the Manson.
Yep.
That was a crazy show, Derek.
6 videos come out an hour apart from each other.
Derek, don't ever tell me I'm not a soldier. 5.5 hours we went. I hung in there, bro.
I think Sunday's going to be long, but I don't think it's going to be Manson long.
It's not going to be Manson. I can't imagine going 5.5 hours.
Yeah, it'll be a couple of hours.
But I do have a lot of things to say about what I know about Phil Spector, and I'm sure when I do my show prep tomorrow, I will come up with more stuff.
Yeah.
I have one of those weekends, Derek, that I have 0 on my schedule. Nothing, which is great.
Which I love every minute of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do nothing. Might go have coffee with my son.
Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. And I'll play this at the end of the stream to get us in the mood for it. Even though I'll cut it like afterwards. So let me show and talked about it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. This is kind of a great song, though, Derek. It's
old,
such a
great song.
But the melody is so good. And she has a very good voice.
Yes, she does. And I heard she was a personality for sure.
Yep.
Not this shot, but on the other shot where the people are dancing on the top there. I'm pretty sure one of those people dancing on the right hand side is Cher.
No shit. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Like it was before Sonny and Cher, before all that. So check it out and see if you can see her. Top right corner over here.
Would have to be the one in the way top right corner because I know Cher's tall.
She's really tall.
Yeah. I never thought she was that high.
See, it kind of had. It's like kind of her body style too. Like she was really super thin.
Yeah. I'll have to keep watching her dance.
Cher lookalike back then.
Let's just assume it's Cher. That's a canon on this channel.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that this was like one of her first things that she was ever in.
I have not listened to this song for so long, Derek. This, like I said, is a great song.
It's such a great
so
song.
Catchy.
Yes. And what we're going to learn, and Phil Spector was the inventor of the Wall of Sound.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wall of Sound was basically just a crap load of musicians in a small space. He would pack them into a small studio, and he called it the Wall of Sound. So every song that he produced had a lot of production, had a lot going on. And this was an example of it. Like Unchained Melody is another one that's a Phil Spector song.
Yep. It had that sound. It had that specterized, they called it. It was tons and tons of reverb.
But it's one of those things that dude was so freaking weird, but also a genius at the same time. Yeah. So I think it's going to be it's going to be a great show learning about somebody that's so good and so weird at the same time.
In many cases in that.
Yeah.
A lot of geniuses are crazy.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer that whole thing where it's there's a fine line between being a genius and being insane.
Yeah, me too.
Like low to make him look bigger. All three of them were tiny.
No, Ronnie Spector is like 5'1". Yeah, she's a midget.
Yeah, they're all three of them are, and the hair is bigger and that makes them taller.
I don't know. See, it's funny. I was not alive when this came out, and I feel nostalgic for it. And I wasn't even around, but it's just the cute little pencil skirts and the dance moves and stuff. It's cool.
I mean, yeah, I was born in 1977, but I was born in Children's Hospital in Detroit, Michigan, to Cynthia and Larry Mullins, which both of them went to Cody High School. My dad graduated, so he was born in 52, so 62, so around 1970, 71 he graduated.
I was born on Andrews Air Force Base Hospital in Camp Hill, Maryland.
Okay. So Motown started earlier, but the 60s was vintage Motown. And my dad literally grew up miles from Hitsville, USA. So he grew up on that type of music. And I don't know what my brother listens to, but I absolutely love Motown. Absolutely love it.
And you're right, Derek. Now I'm excited, even more excited about Sunday, because you're right. Nobody quite produced songs like Phil Spector did.
Yeah.
You knew it was him when you heard it.
And I think
Wall
I
of
have a
sound.
clip. One of the videos talks about where Phil Spector and Berry Gordy had met a few times and worked together on a few songs. And he had very high praise to say about Berry Gordy. But Berry Gordy was very suit and tie, very...
Yeah, but he was the king.
Yeah. You didn't hear very many bad stories about Berry Gordy. He was more of a tyrant as far as schedule, because a lot of people felt like he was a workaholic and he wanted everybody else to be a workaholic.
It was very, I've watched 12 hours of Prince documentaries in the past week. And what you just said about Berry Gordy reminds me of him.
Yeah.
He was very, like James Brown too. Like, you're in my band, and if you fuck up, I'll get somebody else to be in my band. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did not suffer mistakes.
So yeah, we're gonna definitely do some more music, guys. Like I want to do a show about Berry Gordy. I want to do a show about Roman Polanski. So yeah, I like doing these type of shows, and I don't have to, or I don't want to speak for you, but part of it is learning about it as opposed to knowing everything ahead of time.
I like your shows, Derek. I like being on the channel because you do deep cut topics.
Yes, like I'll have a basic knowledge and I can conversate about it. I don't know everything there is to know about everything. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff that I learn new, but it's good to have a conversation about something that you're learning for the first time.
Yep. And this is music related, so this is right up my alley. So I'm looking forward to doing my show prep tomorrow to be ready for Sunday at noon.
Yeah, we got to do the rhythm part, not all the.
That's right.
I think it's a perfect name for the show, for the channel.
I agree.
Frames and Rhythm, because it talks about movie frames, TV frames, and music.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's perfect. Somebody had commented one time, when I was in chat, they're like, Frames and Rhythm. That's actually a pretty good freaking name.
Good name for a band.
Yeah, possibly. Very possible. So, but all right. So we're gonna finish this out, and then we'll finish the stream, and then we'll be on Dave's channel tomorrow, and then we've got our show on Sunday at noon, and then Firescape on Sunday night, right?
That's right. It's a movie showcase tomorrow night, double feature on BTM Reviews, starting at around 7:30. Where we will be watching your movie, Derek.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, Sunday at noon, talking about Phil Spector for a couple hours or so, and then 7:00 on Sunday evening, it will be Farscape.
Yep, for sure. Which is
just stupid.
Just retarded.
What a dumb way to die.
Yeah, complete retarded way to die. It's like, come on, he died of COVID. Well, and the fro wasn't his because he wore a fro in the trial, and it was a fake fro.
That's where I know the fro from.
Yeah.
I remember seeing pictures of Phil Spector's trial, and I'm like, what the fuck is that hair? This big giant.
The dude is a nut job, guys. So
it is insanity.
If you guys come back on Sunday or on Sunday at noon for Phil Spector, the dude is a freaking nut job. Which is good content.
Yeah, we like nut jobs.
Yeah, we like the
Charles
dude
Manson.
is a nut job. Speaking of rhythm, okay, Doc, what's the... Doc said finish it, but it was when he said that, it literally had like 10 seconds left.
Yeah, you're right, Doc. Doc and Scorpio, thank you.
Yeah,
Hanging
I
out.
appreciate you
It is
guys.
appreciated.
Nothing to say? I thought he
Who,
was
me?
gonna have a,
No, I don't know.
He said,
No,
speaking of rhythm, I'm like, okay.
How about them Redskins? No,
how
I don't know.
about
I got
them,
nothing. I hyped up the weekend shows. That was my thing. I'm like, okay, electro swing. No, but I'm going to check it out after the show. I promise you, Doc, right now.
YouTube is back to censoring chat. Huh. Why? What were you trying to put in the chat that it was yelling at you about?
Who, me?
No, I'm talking about Doc. He said YouTube is back to censoring chat.
They're making a lot of changes. I heard they're going to try to cut down on the AI stuff, and which I'm good with.
Just asking Julio about swing.
Yeah, I
Is
just
that,
pulled
is
it
that
up.
a style of music?
Oh, it's like throwback. I don't know. I could share it. I don't know. Well, I don't want to get your channel struck. I'll
Not
watch.
sure where I ate it. Yeah, that's not like it's a bad word. Swing is a bad word. We don't like to swing. But all right, we are done. Not bad for going in cold.
We just talk shit. It's fun.
Yeah, we like to talk. We're gabbers. We like to chew the fat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, please come back and say hello. Say hello on BTM Reviews. Say hello on Sunday at noon. Say hello at BTM Reviews on Sunday night. Just come say hello.
I'm surprised Dave, Cynic, and Jim weren't in here giving us the thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, I put it in the chat, so.
What are you going to do?
It is what it is. But all right, guys, thank you. Bye.